Alright, so
We just officially
let's
started.
discuss on how.
We just officially started.
It's in the EA Sports. It's
in the game.
EA Sports.
It's in the E.
What a beautiful start.
EA Sports in a game.
Oh shit.
EA Sports. It's in a game.
It's in a game.
You're a normie.
It's E. Aioli, can you voice act or not?
Sure, yeah. I have no problem with
I'm
that.
just asking because she's tipsy. Okay, good. I'm adding you.
Tips.
Joseph, can you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You're going to be very excited.
Oh no.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Good fuck. Holy shit.
Oh my god, that's so many arms. So many arms.
That was actually
Guys, on the count of 3, we do nyum. Okay.
Okay, fine.
As fast as we can, okay?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I think you just like you stopped my brain.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, that was easy. Alright, guys. Time to go play some Minecraft.
Okay, we're gonna. Aww.
Okay.
Hana, you can't break that with your bare fist.
Maybe I'll go play some Minecraft.
Oh, Lucifer.
Go play Minecraft while we're.
Oh my god, I'm
so you don't
Andrew?
need to.
Whoa.
Yes, you are.
Isn't Joseph usually Andrew?
No, Joseph.
no, I don't-
Joseph usually is
Joseph!
Andrew when
Joe Chef.
I bit my tongue, alright? Shut the fuck up.
No.
You
Best
said
chef.
that.
No.
You gypsy.
Chef.
What? Dude.
What have I done? I'm so sorry. I love you, Joseph.
I'm not.
Joe Chef?
I'm not.
Joe Chef? Joe Check? Joe...
Okay. I'm not.
Joe Keck?
Joe Chef.
Cooking like a chef. I'm a 5-star Michelin.
Make us some food, chef.
Okay.
Joseph, my boy, my lover,
What?
my bedchamber slave.
That's pretty gay, bro.
No, I
Pretty gay, bro.
tested that.
It's like
So
r/suddenly gay.
yeah, other than that.
Okay, so the usual shtick is Joseph is usually Andrew when Melissa is not involved. In this case, she is involved. So of course, I need my best countryman accent.
Oh,
you
you mean
think
from
I have-
Joseph?
Dude.
No, the
why
thing
do
is,
you
Joseph
get
has.
Yeah.
I remember Joseph fondly when she did
Oh,
this
Joseph Char.
That's so good.
That's
Oh my god, that's so good.
That's so good.
Joe.
Joseph Char.
Oh.
Char's
Yeah, I'll just
You've heard of the
slide
Master
out.
Chef, but have you heard of Joe Chef?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm kidding. See you
Guys. Let's start. Let's start.
Starting.
Okay, sorry about that.
Did someone call
Sorry.
you? I'm sorry, did someone say, oh, dream?
Oh, dream.
Oh,
do we-
gee.
Link taking me.
Yeah, do we have the link?
What happened? I just clicked that link. Where did I go?
I have no
To
idea.
the ninth dimension. Okay,
I
Joseph.
clicked it, I left the call, I joined somewhere, and then I went back.
You had an acid trip. Something we were trying to avoid.
Says who? Who says that?
Says me. Says me.
Oh.
Alright, right. So, is everybody ready? I'm gonna try.
Hey, I have a question.
Let me ask you one thing.
Which voice for Lucifer?
You.
Oh, me. Okay,
Yes.
that's good.
That's why I
just
asked, can you voice act? Because we're going to need every female we can get.
No, I mean when I'm
When you're sober?
no, I just wanted to say I cut off. But when I am
Okay,
voice acting, for example, I don't know who.
sorry.
In Ben's books, I am using a voice that is like higher because she is younger. That's why I ask
No,
which voice
in
for Lou.
Lucifer's case, she's not really young.
Oh,
So you can
She's
do a
a
normal
MILF.
voice in this one.
I can
You
be
can relax,
myself.
Milf.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
One more question.
No more questions.
Why did you give me that fucking room? Why did you give me that room? Why exactly?
You're the country girl.
You just said that they're never coming back in ever again. I didn't know ever again was a period of time.
Oh yeah, it
is
is.
it because we were messing around too hard? I am so sorry. You and I live?
It's because Dao is not into her.
What?
What?
Sure. Oh, I will explain it to you later when we are alone.
Huh? I'm so confused.
Well, basically, what you're talking about here, class. Oh, I see. So you kind of.
You see, if I really wanted to be a cunt and roaster, I would say, I mean, if you don't have much money, then write better.
Oh, that was
think
the
he left.
roast.
It's an absolutely horrible thing to say as a person who isn't even contracted.
That's a lot of nerve.
I have absolutely no right to speak about that.
I can say that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't appreciate having my name being fun of. My name being I'm having a stroke. I don't get it. We didn't talk
Being
that much. We
made
just
fun
said
of.
that her mic doesn't work.
But we called her microwave.
You wave.
Now, can I preface this? Did you
Please
ask her to get? Did you ask her to get a new mic or something?
No.
Then she's assuming that you want her to get a new mic.
No, she said, yeah, she can assume whatever the heck she wants. I didn't say anything. It's not my obligation to explain it to her as well. She's older than me.
Ciao. Ciao. Fuck again.
If she has the listening ability of... Now guys, if she has the listening ability of a 5-year-old, that's not exactly my problem now, is it?
Yeah,
No,
I wanted to say now that we have all the evidence you need, and I've been recording for the whole time we've been here. So...
Learn when someone doesn't think you're even... Wow, she's really salty.
Well, you gotta hit that.
I didn't even mean to like
I was laughing,
verbally abuse her or anything. Well, you could have told me outright, not me. I'm so confused.
We've told you that you can't hurt you.
We did, but you threatened us.
So true.
You did threaten that you would skin him alive.
Yep. You started it.
Nah, guys.
Let's go to.
Here's the thing.
No.
Earlier, she made a singular comment saying that she's been trying to think positively lately and is going to try to ignore us making fun of her. So, I think we should leave her alone. I don't think she's in a good spot right now.
I wanted to say that we should start with Roku's book. It's chapter 42, right?
Hey, author, why are you lazy?
42. What do you mean, why am I lazy?
And
Are you asking me?
Give us...
Of course you are the author! Now we are asking Dao.
Are you sure I am? Because I haven't been writing for a while now.
Whoa!
Okay. Allow me to just...
Bye, have a nice day.
Put me in a spot, Dao. Slap me in the face. Tease my nuts.
What? What?
What?
No.
Alright, no. Okay, guys, let me put the link once again.
I'm gonna get demonetized on YouTube, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Like you have any views, Yoli?
That's true.
Oh damn! No.
Such you rose. That was nice, Joseph. Oh, that was awesome, though.
Like I have
so
like how
Alright.
many better?
Alright, peeps, let's have the chapter open and let's get started.
Dao, could you please open this? Because I'm very much
Open what? Oh,
my legs.
what?
What?
Dal, could you speak for me? My legs hurt.
You know your smooth, buttery voice.
All
right.
Going.
Hey,
Alright, everyone,
calm down.
give us the intro.
Be
He
stable.
asked me.
Hold your horses. Be stable.
Shut up, drunk Oli.
I'm
Alright, so.
actually the most rational one
Alright,
in amongst you here.
Yoli, let's start.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
everybody, we are going to be reading Journey, the World of Witches, Chapter 42, Witch Capital, written by Rokuhine.
Now that he's in town, Andrew can appreciate the minute details that he couldn't get just from the window view in his room. He sees that the stalls are selling different things from one another, and yet all of them are sought after by people. It goes without saying that the majority of those kiosks that line the streets are selling items related to magic and vis. From gemstones to grimoires, there's such a wide variety of these so-called magic goods that it's not an exaggeration to say that they have everything a mage or a witch would ever need. However, it's not to say that only magic goods make oh shit, that's a typo there. However, it's not to say that it's only magic goods making up the commerce of the town. Sure, it did play an establishing part in creating the Witches' Festival, but as Andrew can see, there are other goods unrelated to magic as well. Fruits, vegetables, and meats all have their own stalls since they're labeled as main goods. Spices, herbs, and condiments, which are considered as small goods, can be bought in the same stall. But Drew has seen kiosks that strictly sell one kind of small goods. One example of that is a stall that's only selling jars of honey, which Drew and Lou immediately took interest in. If you haven't noticed, this chapter is going to be hella boring.
Sorry, can I stop you? Are you rapping or what? I was like, what the fuck?
I'm rapping and also
Bro, you're fast. You're so fast.
I'm gonna try and slow down.
Oh,
Okay.
that gave me
Try and slow
stroke.
down, but do note this chapter is going to be hella boring. And my static voice isn't going to make it any better. The two are staring at the back kiosk, which has the shelves that are showcasing the singular product and the different takes on it. Oh shit, I forgot the fucking merchant.
I'll be. I'll do it.
Is Lost here?
Welcome! By any chance, are you two interested in buying anything?
The vendor welcomes the two with the best shopkeeper smile she can pull. Since she's intimidated by Lou's presence. The shop owner has a dainty physique that stands around 5'4". She wears a knee-length light brown sweater dress with a dark brown apron over it that has pockets. On top of her head, she wears a large beige tam hat that covers her blonde hair. Now that's you.
Yes, I'm talking to myself.
Yes.
But is there anything you can recommend?
Drew pulls out a jar from one of the wooden box trays in front of the shop and holds it up to his face. He sees herbs floating inside the honey, just like some of the jars on the shelves.
Well, how about something sweet for your date?
The vendor glances at Lou with her cyan-colored eyes before bringing up a jar filled with a viscous blue substance in it. It's more like ink now than honey, but the label on the jar says that it's honey, and the drawings of a berry, branch, and cinnamon lets Drew know that this kind of berry that this is some kind of berry-infused honey. I'm sorry for that mild stroke.
What is that? Is that even honey? True, let's buy it. I want to taste it. Oh, and this too.
Lou says as she holds up a jar with honey that has ginger sitting inside of it. hate this chapter.
This is a wild blueberry and cinnamon-infused honey, which is made to be really sweet. And that one is infused with ginger, so you'll feel a bit of the spice from it.
The store owner loses all the fear she has as Lou explains her goods to the couple. It didn't take long for the vendor to go into what Drew can only describe as a full salesgirl on as going full salesgirl on them. She passionately gives it. No. The narrator will stop you from there. She passionately gives the two of them more details about her product and the different recipes that they can use it on. It went on for hours.
148 liras, right? Here you are.
Drew sexually no.
Oh my god.
No, we're not gonna make Drew into a stud here. He's a joke. Drew hands Lewis the sales girl, and she gives him the 2 jars of
Give me a
honey.
second. Why does his pronunciation of Drew sounds like a Jew?
Emily, please. What's wrong?
No, for sure.
We're making the German boys.
Just keep drinking. Just keep drinking.
Okay.
No, that's worse. It's just gonna get progressively worse by that.
No, that's not true.
The sales girl tied the 2 jars of, together with cord, which will make carrying them easier.
Thank you for your patronage.
She says, waving her hand at the couple as they continue on their date. If you can call it that. Strolling further into town, Andrew ends up dragging Lou from kiosk to kiosk, buying ingredients that leaves him with a hefty bag in his hands and a hungry Lou. I almost said angry because that's Lou's passive-aggressive form. Not wanting to keep Lou hungry or angry at this point, as they look for a restaurant to eat, Drew buys her a fruit crate from a stand and shares said crate with Hotch, who's sitting on top of her head. Drew couldn't help but smile at something so cute. After a small amount of searching, they finally found a cafe to eat in. Entering the establishment, Drew and Lou receive a warm welcome from the waitresses near the door. They're quite friendly and cheery despite looking like it's a really busy day for them. The uniform of the waitress is simple. It's just a hoop skirt, a shoulderless blouse, and a corset to hold things together. For footwear, they have dress shoes and knee-high socks. I don't know why I went into grave detail into this, but it's really useless.
Knee-high socks.
I think this is just my fetish talking. We're going deeper into the fetish as a waitress with antelope ears sticking out of her from the top of her head comes up to the two of them with a smile as she welcomes them with a glass pitcher in her hand. She escorts the two to a table that could easily fit 3 or more people in it. I'm so sorry, we're a little busy today, so I hope you two don't mind waiting a minute to get your orders. The antelope ear girl asks as she pours the two of them a glass of water from the clear pitcher. Lou, that is you. Drunkioli.
Tipsy-oli.
Oh, that's me. Oh.
Kawaioli.
Wait, what? That's alright. That's alright with us. Isn't that the right? Hoche?
Oh my god.
What's that word?
I want into my mic after that, but thank you. That
What?
Is that right, Hachi?
Hochi.
Isn't that the right Hachi?
Alright, let's continue. I love you, really. Lou says to the chimeric beast as she grabs Hosh off her head and sets her down on her lap instead. The Fenris girl, after apologizing again, leaves the two momentarily to focus on the other diners in the cafe. Looking around the cafe from his table, Drew notices that most of the staff, why did I say staff? Staff and some of the diners are Fenris.
What are you doing, staff brother?
Fuck you!
For a second there, I thought you were talking about me and you. Oh wait, no, you softly laughed. For a second there, thought you were talking about me and you.
Drew softly laughs at his own self-deprecating joke. See what I mean about him being a joke?
Maybe I am. Anyways, Why did you buy all these ingredients after we bought the honey?
Lou asks as she nudges the heavy cloth bag on the floor next to them.
All right.
Thou Drew.
You said you wanted to try out the honey, right? Wait, should I sound a bit less suave and more like
Slop?
More of a joke, main protagonist.
more like a virgin, average Japanese high school kid of average height and average grade and average weight? What?
I think I have
No,
the perfect voice for you. I think I have the perfect.
It's
Just
the perfect actor.
sound like you like ass. Yeah.
What? Sound? What?
No, it's fine. Now you can keep the stud.
For a second
okay.
there, I thought you. Oh, wait.
That's too country.
You said you wanted to try out the honey, right? So I thought about making something from both types and see if you'll like them, my queen.
It's like his voice hasn't cracked. Jesus Christ. Please go with the regular voice now.
I need to go to toilet. Laughing too much. Okay. Make.
That is one voice crack away from sounding country.
Make.
Please, let you leave.
Okay. Anyway.
Make. Like cook.
The curious Lou. Lou responds, curious as she is amazed by Drew.
Yeah? Why do you sound so surprised by that?
Sounds so country. Please, normal voice. I'm begging you.
What's that?
Look at Ioli, she's dying.
Yoli, please, 3 words. You can squeeze them out before dying.
You can cook.
I made breakfast for all of you.
You forgot the raccoon.
Thank you, that broke me real hard.
Oh my god.
You didn't even let me finish.
I'm dying.
Me too.
She asked, doubting him.
No.
I made breakfast for all of you.
God damn it. He argues as Lou gets on his nerves.
Anyone can make bacon and eggs. That doesn't count.
The fuck you saying to me?
Give me a second.
Lou starts an intense back and forth between the two of them. As Drew passionately argues about his cooking skills to Lou, who isn't taking this as seriously as him, he fails to immediately notice the 2 familiar figures walking towards their table. His arguing dies down as his eyes stare at the 2 figures walking up to them. Lou catches on and looks over her shoulder to see who it is. Dun, dun, dun.
So I need to do the best country accent I can. Okay.
Yeah, because now has... You need to top down now.
Wait, are we switching out now?
No.
No.
That's
Wait, so what am I doing now?
You stop, please don't be country anymore.
So I have no role, right?
No, you have Drew. It's just that this character is known for being a country girl.
Who? What?
Country girl.
Who?
No, sorry.
She's from the boonies.
I've been
What?
away.
Y'all seem to be having fun. Can't explain yourselves?
That's what I was about to do. Oh my god.
No. I was just testing it out, I'm sorry.
Okay. I love the time.
You two seem to be having fun. Care to explain yourselves?
The country girl from the backwoods asks, looking a tad bit pissed that after 6 days of not hearing from them, she sees Drew and Lou leisurely hanging in a cafe. The look on Melissa's face reminds Drew of a familiar expression he's seen before. Oh God, it's the same face of someone whose hair. It's the face of someone whose hair away from beating him up. Oh God, it's Cecil. Meanwhile, Aranea is a little jealous as Melissa is angry. Meanwhile, Aranea is as jealous as Melissa is angry with the 2.
Yoli?
I know. I was taking a breath.
We all need a breath after that.
It's been a bit, hasn't it?
Lou says, faintly smiling at Melissa and Arneo. She's happy to see the two doing well.
Before anything,
Drew pleads as he holds one of his hands up.
can I ask something?
What is it? No,
Melissa asks, what
She tell you.
What is it?
wrong accent. Wrong accent.
It sounded like
Wrong accent. Sorry.
Luigi.
Sorry.
Easy.
Sorry.
Luigi, number one.
Wrong accent. I'm sorry. What is it? What? No, it's
You sound like
God.
Count Dracula. You sound like Count Dracula from Sesame Street. What is it?
Count Dracula that's gone into the countryside.
What is it?
I only drink country people's blood now. God.
The taste of incest on my tongue.
No.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Yes,
So good for me though. Forget the reviews. We're just gonna keep rolling with this as a fucking meme chapter for us to get started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get it all out.
That's the start.
Melissa asks, crossing her arms. That was true.
Oh yes. Why are you two dressed as Vestals as well?
Oh, come on.
Fine. Why are you two dressed as Vestals as well?
Perfect. Drew points out that both Melissa and Aranea are wearing the same black habit as the girls in the monastery, with Aranea wearing the veil while Melissa isn't. Aranea drops her head down to hide her embarrassment while Melissa rolls her eyes to look away as her face becomes flustered. We were forced to wear these clothes since we decided to help with the festival. But oh wait, no, that's Melissa.
yeah.
Country girl, come on.
We were forced to wear these clothes since we decided to help.
How do we?
But quite Rhinodost aggressive.
Italian Melissa shouts, getting the diner's attention, as well as some of the waitresses. Can I help you two? The antelope-eared waitress walks back to the table, and she looks ready to escort Melissa out of the cafe for causing a mild ruckus. Drew again raises his hand, but this time to get the Fenris girl's attention.
Bear with me. I'm sorry if we troubled you for no reason.
If the antelope-eared girl, if the Fenris girl couldn't tell that they were both country, she wouldn't have associated the two of them. Drew apologizes and asks Melissa and Aranea to take a seat, which they do. Both Melissa and Aranea sit next to Drew, leaving Lou sitting alone in front of them. Oh, don't worry. I was just about to get your table. No, don't worry. I was just about to get to your table and ask you what you'll be having. So, what will it be? The Fenris girl hands out each of them a menu before taking out an open pen and paper to write down their orders. Drew is surprised by how inexpensive everything is on the menu that he sort of doubts the quality of the food, like Gordon Ramsay. But with the people in the cafe enjoying their meals, that doubt in his mind disappears. Let's go, Italian girl.
Oh? Oh, yeah.
It's you.
Oh, yeah. Spicy hot chocolate with extra chili and orange chicken.
Melissa from JoJo Part 5 says to the waitress who writes it down.
Perfect.
It's Vento Oreo all over again.
Oh, Vento d'Oro.
Vento Oreo. I'll have a stir-fried beef and broccoli. Oh, and a cheesecake for dessert. Aranea mumbles out while hiding her face, and she's still embarrassed for causing trouble with Melissa, even though she didn't do anything. Country boy.
Ah, yes.
Oh my god.
I think I'll have a pizza and a salad.
The Italian Italian. Drew says as he glances at Lou, who still hasn't decided on her order. It's obvious to him that Lou's still hung up about Aspen and that she won't be comfortable with Melissa until she resolves everything with her.
She'd have the steak and potato.
Melissa, the mafia boss from Italy, blurts out while pointing at Lou.
Yeah.
The Fenris girls leaves the four of them as she heads inside the kitchen to the cafe. To Drew's surprise, he's not the only one who manages to notice Lou's uneasiness as Melissa gets up from her seat and moves to sit next to Lou instead. Okay, Italian girl, this is a long one.
Wait, no, please. God. Oh, no. God damn it.
You chose the Italian life.
The Italian thug life.
Wait, I forgot. Where was it?
Joined the
Oh, was
wrong
it-
mafia.
Was it? Wait, excuse me.
I had
can
a
you
lot
tell
of
me where it
time.
starts again?
I had a lot of time.
I had a lot of time.
I had a lot of time.
Why do you sound like Father Maxwell whenever you do your Italian accent?
Oh my
Wait, who?
God, you told
Father
me
Maxwell
after
from Helsinger
Helsinger
Bridge.
Bridge?
Yep.
Well, who are you talking to? Joe or me?
No, you.
Who is you?
You, the
I'm referring to Dow.
Ah. I had a lot of time to think about what happened that day.
Hoi, hoi, hoi. Now, Father Maxwell, we can do this later.
I've had a lot of time to think about what happened that day. I'm still thinking about it. One thing's for sure, though, it was wrong for me to have been angry at you. Especially now that I think he did all this to keep us safe. You can explain everything to me after this, because right now I want to have lunch with you two since it's been a while.
Why did you go from Count Dracula from the East to the country girl who's on meth?
In the Mediterranean.
Melissa returns Lou's gentle smile, and that alone is enough to pull Lou out of her shell. Junkioli.
Actually, me.
Is it?
Oh, wait, that's Lou. Wait, I saw Drew in my
Yeah,
brain
I
went
saw
over
Drew
there.
and I was like, okay. But then
Brain.
Drew said the same thing to me while he was taking me out on his date.
Lou glances at Drew with a smirk. Either go for the country accent or the Italian. Or the regular. Oh wait, no, that is Melissa. Italian girl,
No,
come
you
on.
gotta be fucking kidding me again. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
again and again.
Again and again.
Which accent do you want me to be
No,
serious
head
about
up.
this one, or just do it for the shit and gigs? Like,
Do it for the
this is-
shits and giggles. We're laughing more with it.
Oh my God! Which shits and giggles do you want? The country accent or the
Maximum.
Italian one?
We're going with a stage 11 here.
Stay
We're gonna crank it up to 11.
Oh my God!
just gonna need to
Seriously,
get-
I think.
Maybe down to 9 so you can handle it.
I think about the loss between you two has to be true. He disappears on us for 3 days. He appears to try and save the day and nearly gets himself killed, and then acts like nothing happened.
What an amazing reading.
What an amazing song.
Melissa Rance, while Arne is shaking Drew
an
around and asks,
accent?
"What an accent! What power! What performance!"
What skill.
Shakespeare would be quivering in his boots at this fine marvel of a man.
Concentrated power of will.
The lizard of power trembles before him. Melissa rants while Arne is shaking Drew around and asking him if he's really on a date with Lucifia.
Oh, please don't get me started with that.
Wait, what?
He is handful to say at least.
Your comments while letting out a tired sigh.
I did.
Wait, hold on! This is not friendly! I think that's you.
Oh, buddy, take my side on this, will ya?
Drew begs, looking down at Lou's lap where Hodge is sitting. The chimeric beast pretends to not understand him by grooming her face with her front paw.
Oh, come on!
God, that was a fine fucking chapter to read! It was supposed to be boring! But God, was it fucking lively!
That was...
What a fucking good fucking story.
Oh, thank you, Treasurer. I see you're... Are you new to this seminar, shall we call it? Are we new to our podcast?
Bruh, this was not a
not
seminar,
yet,
this
not
was a
yet.
crack addict intervention.
Yay!
The cocaine. Yeah, the mate, Kobe, and who is it? Joseph?
Oh God, my head hurts from laughing so hard.
Alright.
Huh?
No reviews, that was a meme chapter. I'm fine if you don't got anything.
Where's the...
Alright.
Holy crap.
Alright.
Actually, I can say
Oh, there
you
we go.
one thing. I can say you one thing, Roku.
I know I've said their names a lot of times. Oh God!
No, I want to say
Say what?
he backed himself.
Okay, sing.
I wanted to say that I literally paid no attention at all because of the drama that was going inside the chat. I even forgot when I
was
was
happening in the
supposed
chat?
to speak. Wait.
Echo.
Echo.
Mukisa,
That's a nice echo.
I have an amazing the echo of Mukisa. Alright guys, let's vote for next book.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. I'm loving the voting system. God, it's so
Wait,
fucking fun.
what?
We
Why is mine book there?
Because
Wait, where is the voting system?
Oh my god, you guys are out.
Enough of this! Who started this? Who do I have to fucking kill?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me now.
Oh my god. Okay.
So it was you first, Aoli. Fuck you.
No, before the first time it was
You know
me.
we're doing DAOs. He fucking chorus people. Everybody vote 2 again.
First vibe.
Obviously.
What's wrong?
Fucker.
Oh no.
What's wrong now?
Something's wrong.
Fail.
Now you won.
Quick now, out the way.
Yes. Oh.
Remember guys, the first book I'm setting myself up for failure. I know my book is red, but the first thing to first option to 10 votes wins.
As he says that.
We need one more.
Wait, I just noticed every time this is fuck, it's every time his book gets upvoted.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay.
That
I don't know what to choose, so I choose everyone.
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
I
That's
don't
fine.
know how to pick, so I just pick everything.
Let the voting stop. Mine reached 10.
Stop
Oh
or
my
stop.
God.
Yay, we
I
are
feel good,
official.
don't it, motherfucker?
It feels great.
Feels terrible.
Wow.
Possibly. Alright, so we've got
We got 71.
next read. This chapter, I need to quickly plot out. The roles in the Joseph, if you open the chapter, you know what's coming.
Oh my god. Oh yeah!
What?
Yes!
Everyone's
One
stuck
sec.
on drinks and
Treasurer,
shots or
yes,
something.
wait, guys.
Okay, stop.
One sec. Treasurer, I gotta tell you something.
Quiet.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yoli, why?
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain something. Why are you telling me to keep quiet?
Not you, others. I was like preparing for yours.
Yeah.
Speech.
Okay, Treasurer, so here's the thing. We're currently recording, I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you quiet down a little bit. It would be nice.
Down. How quiet? How quiet?
By pressing the mute button. In between
Kindly
chapters.
asking you to shut the fuck up.
Not a bit more polite. In between the chapters, once we're done reading, there's a period of time where we can talk. Now we're moving on, so it'd be nice if whoever is not reading will mute. That's usually how this works. Thanks.
If you do mute, thank you for that, and I'm sorry for being
That was easy to understand.
Now, see, it would be great if you guys stopped, having fucking seizures in the background. Like,
No, I will have seizures in the background.
No.
isn't that hard? Good night, Rose. Isn't that hard to be quiet for like 30 seconds? Are you guys hyperactive
night,
sugar rush
Rose.
monkeys?
Yes, because I'm tipsy.
Look, I have an excuse. I had a cup of coffee.
I had
Fair enough. Alright, so I'm...
cup of bottles of drink.
Okay, so we've got... Okay, I'm plotting out the roles, so guys, feel free to
go on.
fill up the empty air.
I want to say that.
Alright, I got you.
I just want to say that
Spoil.
you're being ballsy with this chapter, but I love you for this. I love you so much.
Bro, I gotta be ballsy, otherwise no one will read my book.
Yeah, but I love you for this.
Oh, so you love him for that, but not love me for letting you guys meme my chapter to hell. I see
That's
how
the
it
other
is.
point.
No, you don't see this chapter, you'll see. Look, Roku. Do you know Reginald, right? You haven't read that.
He hasn't read far enough.
No, I read this chapter, motherfucker. I know what exactly is going to happen because I get all the jokes in this one. Fuck you.
Yeah, you actually read.
Okay.
This is gonna be an interesting read.
Oh, it definitely will be. There's a lot of highbrow humor here.
Now, I think we can both see who's the best one to play Reginald. We all can see who's the best one to play Reginald.
That's right. It's me.
Yeah, we know it's you. We know it's you. But you gotta sound as
existential crisis.
But you gotta sound as.
Shut up.
Oh,
Yeah,
tell me
guys.
when it's gonna be okay.
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
Shut up.
That was Treasurer.
Oh. I'm sorry. It's just like it's just like because I'm used to some of the voices, I recognize them. But I was reading something and I heard unfamiliar voice.
No, Treasurer, this is not what we meant by please keep quiet.
It did not mean punch your throat until you could no longer speak.
Lisa, my brother, I do not know what is the background. I do not know who is speaking. I do not know who is that.
I got the African accent. Anyways.
Okay, just
bring out the African voice.
Just tell me when it's time to move.
Yep, I will let you know. Bum, 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 bum.
I love the elevator music.
Oh, it's fish.
Yeah, Mukisa, I'm writing the roles while giving elevator music.
Mukisa, calm yourself.
Oh, you sound like this.
What is this?
What is this?
I think I need one more drink for you to like get over you.
I don't think you need another drink.
I just realized we need like three females here. Oh my.
Should I do all three? Oh, that would be epic.
Not necessarily.
Do three of them.
Not necessarily.
What about the fourth female though?
That's not.
Gee.
That's not nice.
What about the fourth female?
1 a.m.
Okay,
It's 2 a.m. for me.
Let's pick Hessie to be Gwen because he's always mute.
Damn. Damn. The Geneva Convention doesn't allow you to do murder like that.
Damn, son, that was pretty hard.
It was another murder.
If you guys see the list of roles I'm writing up, you'll understand why it's taking.
Yeah.
Haven't
God,
mastered
stomach.
it.
It's a long list.
I'm unmuted now.
Nice.
Sup,
Oh
Hez?
god, oh no. Hess, I'm sorry. I need to apologize to Bell more.
I have a cat and I accidentally.
Oh no!
Okay, so
Oh,
All right. Okay. Okay,
My
now
God.
work in
okay,
progress. So
okay.
Reggie, we got. Who wants to be the main character?
Cool.
Roku.
Yes.
Me.
No.
That's
Okay, wait. Speaking of which,
we
I
all
forgot
know.
narrator. Narrator is me as well.
As per usual.
Okay.
wow.
William,
Even
the
to
main character.
your own book.
Who wants to be?
Yeah.
Of course, I read my own book. I have the balls to read my own book.
Them off.
So, who wants to be the main character?
Remind me, how old is William in this one?
16.
Oh,
Perfect.
that's
He's a 15-year-old boy.
Jojo wants
He's
to
a
be
regular
William for sure.
15-year-old boy.
Like every other MC in a fucking novel.
That's not
Yes.
true. Mine are like
I mean,
23.
This
I'm
story is
just
following him as he grows up.
21.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
He's currently at the medieval age of adulthood for a man, which is like 15, 16. This is nothing to do with Japan and high school and being of average height and average looks and average grades and living an ordinary life with never having had a girlfriend or held a girl's hand or and so
Or being
But
hit
does
by
he
a
have
truck.
hidden powers?
No,
Does
not
he have
really.
hidden powers?
Not really.
Oh well.
So it's fish.
Anyways.
It's not a story about an average man getting hit by a extraordinary truck.
Okay, Yoli, I need to ask you, how sexy can you sound?
What?
Boys don't
He's
laugh.
drunk now, so that's very suggestive.
I need as
That's
sexy
very
of a
suggestive,
female
I
voice as we can afford.
Oh god, my stomach is killing me.
Sex.
Oh, like that.
Alright.
Damn.
That's the only sex
which
that I can do.
Yoli get.
Oh boy.
I know what I'm gonna make Hessie. Hessie is gonna be fucking Claire. Claire is a ball of energy.
Ball of energy.
That would be perfect.
Do we have any
for
classy
Moss.
women here? Somewhat classy, slightly British sounding women.
Sounds like
You. Who wants to be a dad? Who wants to be a dad?
If only you whose character is the dad.
Who's a dad?
Holy shit, guys! Shut up.
Ouch!
He has one line.
Sugar daddy.
which is a quote.
Sugar daddy.
Me.
What?
Sugar daddy.
Monarch.
Monarch?
Me.
Okay, Monarch, that's your dad.
What?
It's your older.
Monarch.
What's going on here?
No, seriously.
Monarch. Sugar daddy.
Hey,
One at a
guys.
time.
Yeah.
Treasurer, shut up for a little bit. 5 seconds.
I'm not old enough to be a dad, so I can't be a dad.
Okay, we need someone who at least
Okay,
sounds
5
like
second pass.
Can I do?
You, I think.
Someone.
You.
Young lady, you're now about to go outside wearing a bikini.
Dream, you're younger than me.
Wow.
I don't care.
Someone,
Lisa, would you
someone,
like to be the
Yeah,
dad?
he has a voice of a dad.
someone has a relative that a girl.
Wait, 1 sec. Can I... Holy fuck. Can I...
Mind you, we're
Lisa,
gonna
I
have
a question.
echoes throughout the
Roku,
fucking...
please. 1 moment. Mookie, do you have earphones?
Do I have?
We are
Earphones.
asking.
Headphones?
Yeah, I can get some.
Please get
Please do,
them.
because I can hear everything that is said again.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Nah, just heard 2 times.
My brain was getting literally stroke from that.
We're gonna wait until Mukisa gets his earphones. For now, we're gonna make, I guess, Mukisa
Where's
the
the sauce?
dad. The sauce is far up. You should probably scroll. Using a mouse wheel might be a good first lesson for using a computer.
Well,
Wow.
I use mobile phone.
Then that's even better. If you don't know how to use your fingers, then I don't know what to say. Alright, William, main character. Who wants to be the main character? Monarch? Or Joseph?
What do you think?
Okay, to treat JoJo's depression, I'll make him roll.
JoJo's depression.
Alright, so these are the words.
now?
Is that Mukisa?
Yeah, that's me.
Very nice. Okay, yeah, it's working, and there's no echo.
Oh my.
So much better.
Gorgeous.
And even
Please
your,
do this every time from now on.
even your voice
Sorry,
sounds
no.
better.
Perfect.
It's all good, man.
Cassie
It's all
is
good.
both
So,
Taya and Claire.
here's a little. I'm gonna brief the readers real quick. Okay, so Roku, Reginald, be a drunk, angry bastard.
Can you
Joseph?
fuck off?
That's the spirit. Joseph, you're our main character.
Yes.
You know what to do. Be a teenager. Mukisa, you have one line. You have one line that is a quote from main character's dad. I will give you the command as to when is your turn, okay? Because you only have one line, unfortunately, but I want you to do that line. You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. Yoli, you are Roxanne. She wears a red dress. You need to be as sexy as a velvet rope is soft. Okay. Thea and Claire.
Wait, so you run by at me again, velvet as a rope saw?
No. What? Are you okay? You need to be as. You need to be as sexy as a velvet rope is soft. Okay.
Velvet rope is soft.
Well, anyways.
What?
Velvet ropes are pretty nice. Alright, Hesse, you are dual wielding. Hesse, you are dual wielding.
Dual wielding.
Holy fuck, guys.
Oh,
We gotta get this started. Alright, Hesse, you are dual wielding two girls, Thea and Claire. Thea is a bit classier, just a bit. Claire is a ball of fucking energy.
Ball of lightning.
Alright, random soldier will be me, tavern master will be me, narrator will also be me.
Like always.
Let's fucking go.
Your narrator.
Let's fucking go! Alright,
Posting the roles one last time.
Oh, do we really have to go?
I will.
What?
I will find you. Alright, so
that's a warning right there.
just so no future misunderstandings rise, I'm a female. I was not aware.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry about that.
I'm so sorry about you being female.
No, no, guys. For a second here, let's be serious. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
But could you be a dad regardless? I've played women roles before, so we're even on this at least.
We're not misgendering you.
All of us are misgendered. All right. Well, let's begin. So, everybody, we are going to be reading The Ever Non-Saga, written by me. Chapter 15, technically. An Encounter, A New Home. Meat is a commodity, not... Fucking God, I will end all of you.
Treasure!
Alright, shut up.
Meat is a commodity, not...
Sorry.
Fuck's sake. Just stay muted!
One sec. Do not apologize. Just fucking stay muted until we're done, please.
I'm sorry.
For the love of fucking... I said don't apologize. Stop!
Just stop!
Let's breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Hakuna Matata.
Grass is warm, sun is
Oh yeah.
Sun is green, grass is warm.
Whatever, just
Meat is a
start reading.
Dude,
Meanwhile-
okay, please.
Meat is... Yoli, please.
Yoli!
That wasn't me! I was shushing Joseph.
Guys, just... Shh.
Who is the...
Meat is a commodity, not often consumed instead. Great, we made it past line 1. Berkstead often traded with multiple caravans from other villages, several small towns. using money and the fish that they caught as payment. The freshness of the fish they supplied was ensured, and their prices were reasonable, leading to a stable leading to a stable source of income for Berkstead. Every caravan came by twice a week from each of their different places of residence. Meat was always cooked and used sparingly in Berkstead, usually saved for special occasions or eaten once a week, typically during a family gathering. This was Berkstead's attitude towards a...
I'm not even doing this on purpose.
Just mute, bro. It's a simple solution. I am sorry you're coughing, but this was Berkstead's attitude towards a rare commodity such as meat. In contrast to Berkstead, the capital was opulent beyond imagination and had the resources to sustainably support its consumption almost indefinitely. It utilized many large-scale, secure, stable trading routes that had been established with the neighboring countries hundreds of years ago, in combination with wide, controlled farmlands filled with beasts that would feed on the ambient manna more than physical food. In the Sleeping Bear, the caravan corpse was currently feasting to their heart's content. Whole plates of crispy bacon, grilled steaks, and other meats, heaped up in a pile upon one another, forming a miniature mountain of meat on each of their plates. On the bright side, they could not eat as much as an adult would, therefore sparing the owner of the Sleeping Bear from suffering a shortage in meat. Whilst most of the caravan corps only had eyes for the food on their plates, and were feasting with reckless abandon, William and Magnar were taking the atmosphere of the tavern in. There were many patrons, with many warriors mixed in. They were clad in various types of armor, in all shapes, sizes, and styles. There were commoners and nobles aplenty, talking merrily amongst themselves and with the warriors, lacking any form of restraint or hesitation. They showed no fear or apprehension towards offending the other party, and were enjoying themselves within this tavern. The loud chatter, the boisterous attitudes of everyone present, the warmth, every aspect of the current situation made the atmosphere within the tavern one of pure invitation. There were no barriers, no nervousness, absolutely no rules within the doors of this place. It was pure chaos, and yet this chaos was soothing. It was unadulterated by social norms or etiquette, as everyone yelled out their heart's desires freely. I wanna fuck that chick! It was magical, mesmerizing, and left an impossibly deep impression on William and Magnar.
Magical, he says.
This place is so much like home. The Sleeping Bear was very similar to the tavern in Berkstead that they had often frequented with William's father, Jonathan, which is Mukisa, ever since they had become teens. With Berkstead being a small village to begin with, the community had always been close-knit. Everyone knew everybody who was there. Even if two individuals were not particularly close, they would, at the very least, know each other's names and general personality. Throughout the nights they had been to the tavern, William and Magnar had never drunk any alcohol. Instead, they took their time to bask in the feelings in the air, eventually falling in love with the atmosphere that they could only find there, amongst those people. It was comfortable, joyous, yet possessed a tranquility amidst the slight chaos. This was a place where people could speak their mind and be themselves, shamelessly, without restraint or worry. I still wanna fuck that chick. Putting the consumption of alcohol aside, just that fact alone was beautiful beyond... Just that fact alone was beautiful beyond words. To the point where one could only feel this concept as a sensation. Attempting to describe it would be a Herculean task that the author would not bother with. William and Magnar smiled as they leaned back in their creaky wooden chairs. Ooh, I got the SFX for that. Indulging in the bliss of the current situation. The carelessness, the openness, the freedom. It was all there. This tavern was just like home. William and Magnar, being two of the older ones in the caravan corps, began to cautiously drink wine and ale with the other older members, as they chatted and made merry with Reginald and his team. Angry bastard noise, please. Perfect.
What?
The alcohol was bitter and burned somewhat on its way down, but the warmth that it brought to their stomachs was undeniably pleasant. Being newcomers to the scene of alcohol, the older members of the caravan corps began to see their surroundings in a blur, and were either becoming sleepy, roused up and aggressive. Reginald facepalmed upon seeing this adorable, drunk mess of teenagers. He did, however, sternly forbid any member of the caravan corps below the age of 15 from consuming a single drop of alcohol. His threat was that he would make them puke it out if he saw them drinking any. Reginald shot a glance at William, who sat several seats away from him, and suppressed his desire to pull him aside, eventually deciding to let him enjoy a good time here. The journey that they had to travel was indeed the longest route that was available for escorts to take. Initially, he had volunteered to travel to Berkstead with the intention of meeting the Frostblade, Damon Whiteheart. Discovering the existences of William and Matt was an unexpected but pleasant and welcome surprise.
Whatever. I'll spare him for today.
Muttered Reginald to himself, perfectly by the way, downing another swig of ale. Over time, the ale began to affect William and Magnar, as their thoughts dulled, and the onset of dizziness began. They refrained from drinking any further, for Jonathan, wink wink, had taught and always reminded them.
Oh god.
Rukisa?
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 Wherever.
They only fucking lie.
Guys, please, let them speak.
Yes?
Please read
What am I reading? Oh, okay. Alcohol must...
Have you been following along? Okay, good.
I'm half asleep.
Oh.
Alcohol must never be consumed in excess, lest one wishes to lose all grace, dignity, and bearing that they possessed beforehand.
Suddenly, William's body jerked in surprise, his eyes widening. I need a sip before this. I need my throat to be smooth.
Oh my god.
A finger made contact with and glided smoothly, gently, across his chest. A young woman, barely past the age of 20, was clad in a tight dress, the shade of velvet red, as she strutted past him. Her dress was unlike the massive dresses worn by elegant noblewomen, and seemed to be suited for more sultry pursuits. Naturally, William was... Shut up. Naturally, William was ignorant of this detail, as his eyes were glued to the curves flaunted by the young woman. In her low-cut, skin-tight dress, much was on display, yet there was enough left to one's imagination that the sight of her captivated William's teenage eyes entirely. He quivered underneath her touch, as his eyes moved to meet her gaze. Time seemed to slow down drastically for William. A wide, cheeky grin caused her luscious lips to part, revealing a set of white teeth that completed her beaming smile. It was a genuine smile that reached her resplendent sapphire eyes, two shining gemstones in the picture that was her face. That picture was framed by wavy, dark brown hair that seemed to tumble from her head to the sides of her face, forming a glorious, glistening frame to an already perfect picture. William had not given much thought to it before, but he suddenly realized that he may have just found his type.
Indeed.
William's heart skipped a beat as he unconsciously swallowed his saliva. Her visual appeal, in combination with the touch of her finger, overwhelmed William's teenage mind and senses.
Oh my...
What the fuck? What?
Nothing.
Okay. His usual calm and collected self was long gone. His gaze was locked with the young woman's as she walked ever so slowly past him. Her finger continued trailing across William's chest, finally reaching the other side. The finger left the surface of his chest, ascending as smoothly as it had descended. Immediately, William felt forlorn and was overcome with a feeling of loneliness so intense that it threatened to drain all color from his vision. He turned his head longingly in the young woman's direction, as the euphoric sensation that he was immersed in left with her. William scrutinized her back, her silhouette, the sway of her hips, and the bouncing of her long, beautiful hair on every step she took. Enchanted, it was impossible for him to tear his eyes away from her. Step by step, the distance between them was growing. He yearned to speak up, to call out to her, but his voice was nowhere to be found. He yearned for her touch, at the very least, to turn around one more time, so that he may lay his eyes upon her beauty once more. He felt an Are you okay? Whoever just exploded. No, seriously. Whoever exploded, are you okay?
Yes. Not me at all.
Definitely, Giorgio.
Like, how hard is it to ask for, like, just a bit of general silence?
Okay.
I hear someone walking around their house with their mic up. I hear doors squeaking open and close. I hear things being moved around and falling down from tables. And I'm like,
For real?
My immersion. Give me my immersion back, please. Alright, guys. Mute again. We're going. William scrutinized. Wait, fuck. Yes. He yearned for her touch, at the very least to turn around one more time, so that he may lay his eyes upon her beauty once more. He felt an ache in his chest, which seemed to draw himself towards her. It felt like his heart was attached to that woman by a string, who was pulling it along with her as she walked away. To William, it felt like if she were to go far enough away, his heart might be torn right out of his chest, trailing after her. Indeed, she turned around, a moment before the hope in William died completely. His heart leaped in joy and surprise. Her lips parted once more to reveal that dazzling smile, as she extended her left arm backwards towards him, curling her fingers seductively in his direction. William was confused, but her lips moved and seemed to silently mouth, "Come here," to William. An indescribable, invisible force seemed to strike him, sending shudders all throughout his body. He clenched his fists, attempting to fight the goosebumps that spread rapidly across his skin. The young woman walked over to a table for 6, of which 3 seats were currently occupied. They were all young ladies of seemingly similar age, and most definitely similar beauty. As the young woman in the red dress seated herself, she saw one...
I was about to fucking die right now.
Bless you.
Okay, I'm composed.
No, I'm just wondering, what's wrong with staying muted?
A lot.
Everything's wrong.
As the young woman in the red dress seated herself, she shot one last gaze at William, before turning to the other ladies, who seemed to be her friends. After a few moments of whispering amongst themselves, 2 of the other 3 women looked for William with their gazes, and after finding him, smiled to him as well. They waved and winked at him, sending jolts throughout his body, and rushes of heat into his head and face. William took a moment to assess himself. His palms sweating, knees weak, arms heavy. His palms are sweating, his breathing ragged, his legs slightly shaky. He could hear his heart beat in his ears, fast and deafening, like a war drum encouraging him to go to war. He possessed anything but a stable frame of mind right now, yet he knew, deep down, that he wanted only one thing: to go to them. He looked over his right shoulder. Wait, what? He looked over his right at... What did I write? He looked over his right shoulder, searching for Magnar, who he realized was now missing from their entourage. William looked around briefly before spotting Magnar sitting at a table with a middle-aged woman with a gruff voice and a rugged demeanor. The woman wore a smith's apron, similar to the one that Jonathan wears, but this one had obviously been put through many more years of arduous work. On her belt hung a large hammer, snugly fit into its own pouch-like sheath. They seemed to be hitting it off, making William decide against his plans of dragging Magnar down, as he had always done in the past. William sighed, knowing that at some point, he had to grow up too. Realizing that he was more or less alone in this situation of his, William worked up the guts to get up from his chair. William had to dig deep into the courage that lay within him, as he had never felt such a strong urge for interaction with members of the opposite sex before this very moment. This time, it was completely different. Though he could not place his finger on why, he desired this interaction, yet some instinctual force resisted him and froze him in place. He knew that this interaction would be unlike anything that he had ever experienced before, that it was uncharted territory. It was an instinctive fear of the unknown. William stayed frozen for a few moments, as every fiber in his body refused to move any further. It was a strange feeling, but it was one that William knew well. He may have been well liked all throughout his childhood, but he had never really had a true man-to-woman conversation with a girl. It was always under the relaxing pretense of joking around or while playing in a group. Due to this never-ending chain of coincidences, William was quite shy and struggled internally with his anxiety when conversing with girls alone, face to face. He never showed it externally and put on airs to hide his insecurity. Additionally, the girls and young ladies of Berkstead never approached him, and he had no idea as to why. He could always overhear them whispering and gossiping about how handsome he was, and how they'd love to spend the night with him, whatever that meant. That part had always confused him, as he was ignorant of its meaning. The girls and young women of Berkstead always admired him from afar. Although he yearned to get closer, he lacked the courage to do so. And thus, it led to a stalemate in his romantic experiences, which never had a proper chance to begin. Holy fuck, oh my. Okay, I'm back. In spite of it all, the wild pounding of his heart, the heat that plagued his face and neck, and the rapidly growing urge in his loins gave him the push that he needed to begin moving forward. He took his first step, and then another, and kept forcing himself to take step after step, until he arrived at the table the four young ladies were at. 3 of the 4 young women had traced William with their eyes, watching him rigidly making. They were all smiles, as one of them whistled softly, her gaze scanning William's physique and falling on his muscular forearms, which were on display due to his beige, short-sleeved shirt. Their conversations ended upon William's arrival, as the woman in the red dress turned around in her chair to look at William. She broke out into another bewitching grin.
So, you've made it all the way here.
How did you skip like half the words of the sentence?
Let me just look at it properly. Okay.
All I heard was, so, you all the way here.
Then I cut off. So, you've made it all the way over here.
Oh god.
purred the woman in the red dress.
Come, have a seat. You've earned it.
Oh, you are doing good. She patted the chair next to her, pushing it out slightly so William could sit. Good pace, by the way, Ioli. That was exactly what I envisioned. William swallowed nervously one more time, before sitting down tentatively on the chair that was offered to him.
Thank you. Please don't assault me.
But could you not? Mumbled William. The woman in the red dress turned her chair and body towards William, leaning towards him. 2 out of the other 3 young women either changed or moved their chairs so that they surrounded William. They brought their drinks with them, filling the air around William with the pungent odor of alcohol and the alluring, sweet scent of women. The 4 women were all of similar appearance. Fuck me. The 4 women were all similar appearance-wise, with all of them being in their early 20s. They wore dresses that were similar in design, varying in their levels of exposure, and were all of a different color.
I am Roxanne.
That is you, yeah.
I know. I'm trying. I am Roxanne. That's Thea. She's Claire. And the gloomy one is Gwen, short for Gwendolyn. We are all members of the Hysteria family.
Explained the young woman in the red dress as she pointed to and introduced the other 3 ladies. They were wearing a purple, azure, and white dress, respectively, with the white dress being the most modest in its level of exposure. The white-dressed Gwen, however, seemed uninterested in the conversation, and seemed to take no notice of his arrival. Staring out the window into the dark of night, even the very air that surrounded her seemed to be soaked with melancholy. William was stunned. Surrounded by beautiful women, the young man's thought process had almost ceased functioning properly.
True.
So, what's your name?
Asked Claire, eagerly. Joseph, be serious.
My name is William.
A baby name. How adorable.
Could you not skip my lines?
Nope.
Holy, my immersion. Give me back my immersion.
There, have
Stammered William slowly.
a baby name. How adorable.
Chimed Claire, giggling.
So cute.
Thea, the one wearing a purple dress, extended her right hand across the table, towards William.
Nice to meet you, William. I'm Thea Hysteria.
William paused, confused, before remembering the contents that his mother. He had read in a book that in the bigger cities, it was proper or polite, or something, to kiss a woman's hand as a greeting. He was not completely sure, but he saw it as his best option. As gently as he could, William took Thea's hand in his own right hand, before planting a soft, nervous kiss on the back of her hand. Her skin was as smooth as silk underneath his lips, which caused him to space out momentarily, before lifting his head once more. Their gazes met, as he replied.
It's a pleasure to meet you, fair lady.
Thea's expression changed to one of shock, before freezing up entirely. The rest of the table went silent as well, as William felt a pit of dread form in his stomach. Did I mess up? William began to internally berate himself. Joseph, could you say fuck really softly to yourself? William began to internally berate himself, blushing red in embarrassment. Okay, done. Before Thea and Claire burst into uncontrolled, genuine laughter. The sounds of their laughter were a pleasant melody that floated through the air, mesmerizing him. At least, that was how William perceived it.
Oh no. Middle school flashback.
I was expecting a handshake. Oh God. You're so cute.
That was really good laughter. Eli, could you stop laughing as well? Please, this is part of the line. Please.
I know, but it was so cute.
No.
I'm sorry.
Daughter, don't steal my immersion, please. It's already dead as it is. Stop beating it. Gasp Thea in between her bouts of laughter.
I can't bear with my sight.
Guffawed Claire, wiping a tear away.
I knew
Roxanne?
you were interesting from the moment I saw you, but this was unexpected.
Commented Roxanne, covering her mouth with a hand while chuckling demurely. Surprisingly, Gwen even stepped out of her depressive sphere to giggle, before finally turning to face William and the rest for the first time. Thea began to calm down, but Claire was still clutching her sides in comedic agony.
You gotta get off there, lady. I haven't laughed this hard in years. Oh, the pain.
Teased Claire in between her self-suffocating laughter.
Now, no need to be jealous just because I'm fairer than you, dear Claire.
Teased Thea right back. At this point, William broke out into his own fit of his somewhat deep yet gentle voice, resounding throughout their part of the bustling tavern. Roxanne and the others went silent upon hearing his laugh, finding it extremely pleasing to hear.
Oh, thank you.
Read it aloud.
Yeah. You're all very funny and nice people.
Who's buzzing?
Treasure.
Someone was buzzing.
Treasure what?
Said William, as he finally began to relax. Roxanne reached over. Roxanne reached over, laying a hand on William's right foot, caressing it, as she was leaning towards him as well. As she was leaning towards him as well, William felt an alien, yet wonderful sensation on his right upper arm. Squish. Joseph, could you shut up, man? Oh, let me read the stuff properly. What's your problem, bro?
Go with reading.
Squish. They're touching me. William began to freak out and although he tried to play it off, Roxanne could feel that his body had suddenly stiffened up.
Come now, William. Loosen up. It's more enjoyable to talk when you're relaxed, right?
Purred Roxanne into William's ear. Nodding, William tried to relax his body, and succeeded. Mostly. The combination of the heavenly sensation on his arm and the smell of Roxanne seemed to set a part of his brain on fire, causing an inevitable stiffening of a very specific part of his teenage body.
So, William,
began Roxanne,
you don't seem to be from the capital. Where do you hail from?
The others leaned closer, listening with rapt attention.
We have come from Berkstead with 99 other people. It's really far away, so I doubt you'd...
attempted William to say, before the gasps of the others. Everyone, gasp! I swear to God. Before the very delayed gasp of the others interrupted.
Berkstead? Isn't that basically on the northern edge of the country?
Asked Claire. Willie?
Yes, the journey here was quite long. Honestly, I'm more than happy that it's over, yeah.
Sighed William.
After all, that Now that I'm here in the capital, I can finally eat good food once again. Furthermore, I am lucky to be able to enjoy great company like you kind. Pretty ladies.
Are you okay?
Jojo, honestly, if you were talking to me like this, I couldn't do that voice I am doing.
I froze the last one.
It's okay.
Sorry,
he's making the teenager thing very immersive.
Yeah.
William said this It's okay. William said this nonchalantly, in a slightly tipsy and cheery state. To him, he had merely spoken the truth. However, the expressions of Roxanne and the others turned serious for the briefest of moments, and their gazes softened. Gwen almost failed to contain herself as she choked back a sob. This quickly remedied itself, as their usual personas fell back into place. Their playful gazes were all trained on as mischievous smiles appeared on their faces, one after another.
Say, William, do you have a place to stay tonight?
Inquired Thea.
I'm sorry.
No, everyone's doing it.
As far as I know, nay, I don't think that's been discussed yet. I'll go ask Sir Reginald.
Yes, began William.
Do you have any money? You could stay at an inn for tonight.
You didn't need to sound sensual there. Interrupted Roxanne, whilst throwing out a suggestion. William felt his empty pocket.
You cut off. Ah, fuck. I cut off.
Heirloom that was a slightly fancy-looking plate, but he doubted that he could find anyone willing to buy it at this time of night in the first place.
Well, I have no money.
That doesn't sound very sad or dejected or sighing.
I thought it. Well, sorry, it's just too normal for me. I just consider how. Well, I have no money.
Admitted William dejectedly, sighing. Roxanne smiled.
Well, you are in luck, William. The girls and I all live together, and we can spare the bed for tonight. If you don't mind sleeping under the same roof as us.
Oh, I think you cut out there.
Oh, where?
Sleeping under.
Oh, okay. A bed for tonight, if you don't mind sleeping under the same roof as us.
Proposed Roxanne slyly. William broke out into a huge smile.
Oh, really? That's not a problem. No, oh yeah, that's me. Sorry. Oh, really?
Are you?
That's not a problem.
He sounds more drunk than I, honestly.
I'm sick.
That's the same.
Really? That's not a problem. I'll take you up on that offer. Thank you very much. You really are nice people.
Said William as he stood up, thanking them profusely. Roxanne stood up as William.
Well, then, the night isn't very young anymore. Let's go get some sleep, shall we?
Suggested Roxanne, with an award-winning smile.
Oh, lead the way.
No, shut the fuck up. No. Speak cheerfully and naively. You know how this chapter goes.
Yeah, I know. Lead the way. I'm excited to sleep on an actual bed tonight.
You guys are adding words. Agreed William eagerly. With his sack of belongings in hand, William found himself being taken by both by Roxanne on the right and Thea on the left. With Claire and Gwen chatting, Well, can you keep your comments to yourself, Joseph? With Claire and Gwen chatting whilst walking behind them, they left through the front doors of the sleeping and hailed a carriage back to their house, around 6 kilometers down the road. Scene transition. About 3 minutes after William had left the sleeping bear, "Hey, angry bastard, wake up. Your time is soon." Reginald, being red-faced and very drunk, woke up from his momentary slumber before slamming his table. The caravan corps were frightened out of their antics and conversions. Everybody sounds scared.
Whoa!
Alright, you brats! Since we're all tired and angry.
Began Reginald. But sir, you're the only one who's angry here, commented one of Reginald's team.
Shut up!
Roared Reginald, before continuing.
We're going to sleep here tonight. I mean, that was my plan anyways, but now you ignorant shits know!
Shouted Reginald. I fucking love you, bro. Loud enough to disturb the other patrons. They frowned, but, as they knew him personally, possessed the patience to remain silent. The master of the tavern chuckled, discreetly writing down notes on Reginald's behavior, so he could ridicule him for it the next morning.
All of you get 50 silver coins. 1 silver coin is worth 100 coppers each. If you idiots can count that high anyways. That's going to be your budget, or whatever, for however long you can keep it. Starting tomorrow, go around the capital and find a job or something. Because I ain't paying for your ass.
Rambled Reginald. At this point, the caravan corps, consisting of children and were scared and confused to the point where they could only nod their heads in meek silence.
In 6 months, no, in a year, we're going to meet right here, in this tavern. You can then choose if you want to participate in the enrollment process for the Royal Army, or stay here and work if you change your mind about becoming a warrior. If you have found a profession you love or you want to pursue, I won't fucking stop you. There's this third option of going back home and doing nothing with your life. But you may do with your life as you wish. I don't need to care.
Reginald, with a grand finish of passing out, falling to the floor, and immediately beginning to snore loudly. Some of Reginald's team could not help but facepalm or hide their faces in embarrassment. One of them stood up and cleared his voice. "Caravan corps, come to me to collect your budget of 50 silver." Announced the you can stop snoring now. Announced the warrior calmly, reaching into a barrel that was inconspicuously sitting in the corner, behind other barrels that were filled with mead. Okay, everybody on the count of 3, say yes, sir. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir.
Good, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That was not bad, they replied, swarming around him. He began to pull out pouch after pouch, each containing 50 silver, as the other patrons froze, mouths hanging open in disbelief. With the 100 kids there, the total amount of silver was 5,000. That was 50 gold coins, and it was sitting there, right underneath their noses, in the tavern, the entire time. The many patrons glanced over at the ever-smiling tavern master, who was whistling while washing some wooden plates, a picture of innocence. They began to eye the other barrels around the room with suspicion and greed. "There is no other barrel like that here. Don't waste your time. Order another round of drinks if you feel the need to drown your sorrows," explained the tavern master. A mixture of sighs and grunts could be heard from the patrons as they resumed their previous conversations. After the warrior handing out the pouches had finished, he was surprised that there was one pouch left. Magnar looked around, searching for William, yet found no sign of him. "William, where are you?" A carriage stopped outside a medium-sized house, as 4 women and a young man arrived. The cool night air hit them like a splash of cold water, as they shivered slightly. Claire went to go unlock the front door, as the rest followed behind.
Oh, it's damn cold.
Commented William, rubbing his hands together. He avoided using the flames of his personal mana, as he did not want to attract unwanted attention. Roxanne?
You don't have to tell me every time.
You don't know my book. I don't know if you know.
I can read. It's okay. Fortunately for you, we are home now. You can stay here for the night, and we'll see what we can do tomorrow to help you find a job. Ask them to pay you every day after work, so that you can afford to feed yourself and sleep somewhere else starting tomorrow.
You doing okay, Yoli?
No, I had stroke.
Advised Roxanne, shakily, stroking William's head reassuringly, running her fingers tenderly through his hair.
Oh, thank you, Roxanne.
Could you say that a little bit slower?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man.
It's the end of the night. He's as tired as you are, okay?
I know. Thank you, Roxanne.
Said William gratefully, as the door opened. As they stepped through the threshold, and the door began to close, all four women were grinning. The innocent William had unwittingly landed himself. And as is to be expected, one thing led to another, many times over. Although promised a warm bed for the night, William had naively thought that he would actually have the opportunity and time to sleep. Guys, shut up. He ended up being educated on the wonders and beauty of the female body, in great length, detail, and intensity, with four women at once. End of chapter.
My man William hitting 4 girls while Reginald is hitting the table.
The floor, actually.
And the floor.
He hit the floor, and he hit those cheeks.
Nobody said that William didn't hit the floor too.
I mean...
No, he hit the...
Canonically, I can say that he did not actually get to touch the floor that night. Every time he wanted to get off the bed, he was pulled back on it.
Yeah, I remember. Dragged back.
That was dragged.
Alright.
So here's the thing. For the weebs in the audience, I'm just gonna say, he was basically picked up by 4 Onesans.
Yes.
You know that one?
You know why?
The one black king and 2 bishops, the queen and the king. That was his position.
Treasure, can you please mute yourself?
Meme? Hold on.
Treasure, can you please mute yourself?
Who's Mike?
Treasure, it's Treasure.
Can anybody else hear that buzz?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we can hear it.
Yes.
Hold on.
His
I'm
name
trying
might
to
be
find
Treasure.
it.
His name might be Treasure, but his mic.
His mic ain't.
You got
But
off.
his mic is what?
That's okay.
His name might be Treasure, but his mic is.
I think my mic is broken. Shit, I need to build another one.
I think it's broken too, man. All right, so.
Alright.
So, can you please mute yourself? Because it's disturbing.
For now.
Quite actually, for now,
We hear a
yeah.
lot of noise. Okay, so.
A lot of
That's
like,
phenomenal.
You're
Just
not
shut
phenomenal. Your mic is not phenomenal. Okay, so.
Alright, mute your goddamn mic.
Does anybody have any comments, any reviews, anything for the chapter?
So this is not rating 16, yeah?
huh?
What?
What?
That was not
It's alright.
No, I think he was asking if it's not for under.
It's fucking long as hell.
Oh,
No,
To be honest, even the next
pretty
chapter is actually very, very family friendly, shall we say? I basically wrote the. How do I say? Okay, how do I put it this way? How do I put it this way? One sec. I wrote the next. So the next chapter has the sex scene. If anybody wants to see it,
Alright,
and
well,
I basically wrote it. Wait, I basically wrote it like a Disney cartoon. Only those people with dirty minds will get it. People with pure minds will not understand the thing that's going on.
Yes, like
Basically,
me.
you know that movie Toy Story about the...
I only see the what do you call it? Other comment.
Are you okay?
I cannot understand a fucking word.
I can't.
Me either.
Same here.
Treasure, I'm curious.
can't understand a
Treasure, one sec.
fucking word.
Treasure, where do you come from, man? It's a bit hard to understand your accent.
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Wow.
I'm okay with the accent, but the noise behind him, the mic, the disruption.
That mic.
Yeah, that's killing
It's
me.
yours.
Pathetic, bro.
It's alright.
The mic. The mic. The mic. One.
Don't imitate me! If you wanna imitate me, I will go higher pitch and you will be fucked up.
No, don't break my glasses, thank you.
Don't make me fucking.
What you can do,
Get
I
hearing
can
aids.
do better.
I don't need hearing aids.
Yeah, I don't need hearing aids either.
I don't need
Alright, so,
aids, period.
No one wants hearing aids.
I guess I'll assume that no one has anything to say about.
Oh, I have
no.
one
Not
thing.
really.
No.
Except for the dirty
Holy
thing.
fuck! Holy fuck! Wait, one at a
Fuck
time.
up, you mother. You
One at a time, guys.
Yes.
Shut up, muffin.
Let's go from the top. Let's go with Yoli.
Oh, I want to
I
say
don't-
that it's not a flaw, but
Just say it.
your
Just say it.
style of writing, it's like not for me. You are the
Dialogue
guy
heavy.
that describes things a lot. I would just cut off and go for the action, but you've been describing the surroundings and the woman for like. In my drunken state, I had to slap myself 3 times to keep awake. Honestly, but it's
This
just
is a drunk review from Aoli.
no. I
It's a
know,
drunk with you.
I know it's your style, so I'm not so don't get it personally so much.
Like, her mic keeps cutting off. Anyone? Alright!
No,
Alright.
I have something
Anything else?
actually.
Okay, wait, we're going from the top down because everyone wants to at once. Hessie, do you have
So-
anything to say? Shut up.
No.
Okay, Joseph.
I think I already gave my review on there, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
Jojiko Kagin. I'm gonna skip that person. Monarch.
It's alright.
Damn, you skipping Lost too? That's some level of shit that I haven't seen yet.
So, Mr. Nibble, do you have anything to say?
Alright, next.
Not really.
Not really? Okay. Do I want to keep going? Mukisa, do you have anything to say?
What?
Do you have anything to say about the chapter?
The echo.
1 hour later.
2 hours
Who was
later.
Who is that?
Many years later.
That was actually
One
quite good.
Years later. You're gonna call me out. Yeah.
Later.
Alright, so, moving down.
Yeah.
I don't think Nico Boy wants to give a review. I don't even know if he wants to talk, or...
Yeah, why are you stalling? Come on.
I'm trying to give everyone a chance. Pale Twilight and Ray Curls have not spoken or commented, so... Ryan
How about
Stripper,
Stripper?
do you have anything?
Stripper.
Treasure, can I ask you a question? You are new in here, in the Inkstone.
What?
Are you new in the Inkstone server?
Yeah, I'm new. Like,
Oh, that
about
explains
I'm
a
on,
lot.
not a month, like 2 weeks.
Mm,
Hey, 1 week, 1 week.
that explains a
1
lot.
week.
1 week.
The concept
1
of
week.
time is foreign to this man.
1 week, 1 week. I love lots of time.
Well,
So,
we have
Ryan is
wait.
asleep.
we have Treasure. We have a rule
Yeah,
that if somebody is
Yeah.
speaking,
Yeah.
you will be quiet and shut up. That's a rule for
Well,
everyone.
that's a
here.
really way to put it.
I-
It's for manners. It's for
Is that a
manners.
rule?
It is a rule.
It's etiquette. It's manners. It's not a rule that we can punish you for. Like, we're not bothered enough or petty enough to be like, oh, you should feel ashamed. No, we're all adults or near it. Except for the children, they're cunts. But aside from that,
shit.
You're a cunt.
It's just general manners to not interrupt people.
Yes.
I try to uphold that, and I hope everyone else does too. Right, so, what chapter is the next chapter? You know, you could try scrolling down, Neko. That might work. Looking for the next chapter. Scrolling down might be your best
have a
bet.
scroll wheel.
Or fingers to flick with. And if you don't have fingers, I feel very
He has nubs.
Okay, so Reinsterber was sleeping. Roku, my boy, do you have anything to say?
I'm going to sleep now. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so moving on.
No. Here, hold on.
You've said your piece. I'm done here, man.
No, I just want to say something. Like, you started off with the whole meat as a commodity thing. I feel like you left that out and just stated that, this place is haphazard using its meat.
Yes.
Which, by the way,
Yes.
wait, hold on. At this point, while I'm talking about the meat thing, I feel like it's a euphemism now for dicks. And how...
Yes.
I mean...
That got me.
And how rare of that... how dicks are rare in Bergstein, but here in the big city, it's very common.
I'll keep that in mind.
I love you, though.
So,
but for the most part, reading throughout the chapters, it's not bogged down by all the descriptions you give, as Eoli says, but it is. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It is mine, though, so that's why I'm still trying to read it. And for those who do find this type of writing to their taste, then go ahead, keep reading, because it's fucking entertaining. There's a lot of sly jokes that you sometimes miss. Joseph.
Thank you. So, Siexa, Tatsuke, they are unverified, so they can't speak even if they wanted to.
You are a moot.
Treasurer, do you have any comments about the chapter?
Not really. I actually like it. Pretty much.
Thank you. I'll try to reduce the dick index from now on. Zeus, my boy, roast the fuck out of me, man.
Okay, so
I'm waiting for you to make me quit writing. End my suffering.
the truth is that there was actually only one thing that I didn't like,
and
it was there was only one thing that I didn't like, and it was that part where you said before they went to sleep together. I feel that it was a bit too drawn out, like you could reduce the words used there, but overall I have to say that I really love the details. I think that it didn't really actually, like Roku said, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is mine. Because you have also read my book, so yeah. Okay, so you have also read my book, so you kind of know that it's kind of similar, like a lot of details and stuff. I like the part about the kids and the 5,000 silver coins or so. I actually really enjoyed the book overall. I think it's a great read, and if I had time, I would read it in my spare time, actually. It's not like it wasn't a chore for me to read it. I enjoyed it very much, and that's something that's actually pretty rare for me, because I have read a lot of books, so it's kind of hard to find things that I like.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Actually.
Very nice.
The economy part of your book is pretty well thought out, as I can pretty much see it as well.
It's just a copper, silver, gold.
Yeah, but not a lot of people actually really go into that depth, and sometimes they're even trying to half guess what the price is on half of the things that they're trying to invest. To be fair, I've actually already planned out like general price, income of workers, prices of commodities. So it is well thought out. Just accept it, motherfucker.
It's just not displayed yet.
Did you make like a
And also the
economic?
aspect of the situation. Okay, never mind. Ailey?
No, go on. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you. My lady. No.
I'm
No, but
blushing.
seriously, Ailey, I've talked enough. It's your
I'm blushing. Now, I wanted to ask if Dao made like a whole like economy of the world, that if he like written somewhere like these things counts. This thing is this money and so on.
The real question is how much worth does Reginald's self-worth has?
That's what I was
What is
thinking about actually.
worth?
That's the
I'm
$1
sorry,
million
what?
question.
Could you repeat that?
What is the price of Reginald's self-worth? Because it's probably at the bottom.
No, I was like,
It's
what's
$1
the
million
price of William?
3 copper?
7 women.
No. It's negative. Like, he'll have to pay somebody to him.
Look, I know you trained me for free, but I need my money.
Oh, what?
If you
No, like for example,
Where's the example?
The silence.
Thank you,
I'm
Tamaki.
trying to think, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Faster.
Thank you, Tamaki.
We're running out of time now.
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna explain my economy here. This is a retarded idea.
It's very retarded. I just complimented you, so let's just take it and leave.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, thank you. I appreciate the comments from like 3 people. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate everyone's comment, even if it's just like, all right. And also, thank you. Wait, Tamaki's not even fucking here, so I can't thank him properly.
Bruh.
Oh no.
Who was that?
Tamaki is he's being interpreter.
Newbies chat.
Yeah.
No.
He sent it some of the reviews, even though he has no idea.
I like the way he delivers. Thank you, Ray Curls. I appreciate that comment. Just but okay, if only they could communicate here. If only.
No, it's fine. At least they're trying to give you some communication.
No, I appreciate that. I just wanted to ask them one question.
Stop asking for more, okay?
I question, Tamaki will say it.
Alright. We're done. We're done with my book. So, let's move on to the next one. Where's the vote? I gotta find the vote again.
Vote.
Vote.
We're like some kind of community that's about to fucking chop someone's head off.
It's like a presidential, the presidential things.
Who's the next president? Holy my ears.
Who's going into the guillotine next?
Me!
Okay, so we need... So, now it's gonna be a, narrower, fucking decision. We're gonna have only 3 books. Vote for the next book.
What do you call me, stripper?
Do you prefer to be called stripper?
No, ver.
Yes.
It's
Well, here with the infinity.
Go for Hasim!
Go with infinity!
Alright, no. Really.
I ruled that 1, 2, 3, 4 is a cunt.
Ellie and my book counts to 1 to the power of infinite, so no buts. What?
Oh my god, never.
Oh wait, 1 sec, I need to say thank you to Pale Twilight for that very generous. Thank you very much. And also I need to thank Tamaki for... Thanks for being a bro. Alright, everybody, remember, first book to reach 10 votes gets read next. Take your pick. There's no 4 here. Why is there a 4? Holy fuck.
Everything.
Let's get fourth number 10.
Novel. The ghost novel.
Do you guys want the unverified to vote? How do you guys want the unverified to vote?
There's a
Can they vote?
They can, yeah. Let them not. They can actually. Tamaki can like.
Bruh, this voting system is kind of trash.
This is broken. This is broken. Why is this getting flooded?
All of it is broken.
Bad idea.
Hey, it's not my fault.
The first 3 times was good. Now it's getting trash.
Not my fault. Not my fault at all. And there's a fucking 7, 6.
I swear you guys are
14 by any
fucking
chance?
sabotaging.
Are you 14 by any chance, child? Would you like to come to my van?
Okay, so the closest book right now is Hessie's with 7 votes.
Let's go with Hessie's. Don't
I
drag
mean,
it.
that's up to the votes.
Fuck food. Go
No,
to
like, don't drag it. Don't drag it so long.
It's up to whoever reaches number 10.
Drag queen, Kappa.
Who me?
I was about to go to 10.
I'm not drag queen. I'm just a queen.
8.
Now to go down, brother.
It reached 10.
Oh my god,
It
oh
reached
my god.
10.
No, it went to 9.
It was only
it's
9.
gone back down.
It's dropping.
Oh no, no.
You know it.
Now it was 10.
It was nice getting blue balled like
No,
this.
no. It was 10. It was 10.
Essie, how does it feel to be blue balled like this? It keeps numbers. Oh god, it has ADHD.
It actually was 10 at one point.
At one point, yeah.
Yeah, it was 10, so Hessie is the
It
one.
has to stay there for.
But here's the thing, it has to stay there for more than 0.1 seconds.
We need to be
That's
solid
not
10.
gonna happen in here.
Let's drop to 6, 7,
8, 9.
7.
Fuck.
It's like opening a combination lock for some reason. Come on, Hessie.
When Charlie Dow's book is there.
30 seconds before we just fucking force do 1.
Oh my god.
You got 30 seconds to either reach 10 or we wait.
Why not infinite?
Why not
Jeez, infinite isn't a number. It's an amount.
I mean, it's read one number for a long time.
If you want to read...
No, 10.
Yeah, fuck it's good enough. We're doing 1.
Yeah, we're doing
Yeah,
Hessie.
we're doing
Voting
1.
over.
Let's go for 1.
Can't wait for you guys. Just can't wait for you guys.
Yay.
If they're gonna tease us, if they're gonna blue ball us like this, then we're just.
Wait,
gonna do
why is it like this? What happened to the link? Why is there...
Ah.
Why is it a Google Docs?
What?
Google.com.
Hetsy, why is there a link broken?
What did we broke?
Don't do your
We're already up to 9 points. It's already finished. We're done.
Don't do me.
Did you reach 10 yet?
No,
Review.
we are
Right?
go-
Look
we
into
are
my
go-
pink list. I see.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Noted, my brother.
Hey, which one is it?
I am not speaking to the now. Okay, I will go
He's
eat.
already...
He's prepared.
Narrator Dow, also Dow, also Dow. Gotcha, bitch.
Hesse, you are a ball of energy. You are clear to me now.
Wow.
Headcanon, you are clear.
Hesse, what kind of personality does Jack have? I knew Reginald beforehand.
He's gay.
Okay, good, perfect.
Obviously.
That's... No, I'm serious. He's actually gay.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I was serious as well.
What the fuck are you on about?
Chris and Jack are married.
Nice.
Nice.
Husband boys.
What?
Ah, darling, I missed you so much. Come here, give me a hug.
Is that incest?
No.
Yes, that is very much insane.
Oh, shit.
Brother and father? What?
It's wait.
Brother, wait, father?
It's
Oh no! You are
Sing.
you are shushing right now.
Oh no.
I am bonking
gay.
you. I'm
It's
this cat.
gay and incest at the same fucking time.
Imagine being a writer and having a girlfriend.
Alright, so I guess we're ready now. Let me just drink the last of my
you
chocolate
do.
milk.
Oh my.
That chalky milk, because you're a champ. Fine, I guess you are my
Chalky
little
milk.
pog champ.
Chalky milk for a chalky boy.
Chalky milk champ.
What did I just listen to?
Fine, I guess you are my little chalk champ. Come here.
Chalk champ. It's cool.
I'm taking a sip of water. and then we're continuing.
Wow.
Hessie.
Yo,
quick
what
question.
the water that kicks you back? The water that fights down as you drink it.
Hessie, do I read the singular line of text at the start, from which is what I assume is a message?
The immortal.
After this, I'm gonna be sleeping. Is that alright, boys?
Yep. I just realized some ambiguity. The Mobate line is you. Also, Hessie, the first line, is that me? Can I do that? Can I read the notes? No, let Kivus read those messages. I am Kivus.
He is everyone except
I am everyone. Wait, what? Wait, oh wait, no, I'm Chris, right?
Chris.
I'm
Different
Chris
K.
I'm Chris Chalk. Chris
Chris
Chalk. Chris Brown.
Ooh.
Jojo.
Okay, so Kivus. Wait, well, I'll announce the chapter. Okay, we are going to be reading Knife to Meet You. Try using your eyeballs, Treasurer. They might work. Chapter 18, The Calm, Part 2.
Kivus.
Oh, Knife.
Knife boy.
Oh, fuck.
He's nervous. He's
God
I
damn
think
it.
I think he would be solemn.
Oh my.
There's a virgin.
The immortal. The immortal is en route. He'll be there
En
by
route.
this evening. En route. Sorry. The immortal is en route. He'll be here by this evening. JT Live.
Kivus gulped. The note had arrived earlier this morning.
He'll be here by this evening. J Live.
Kivus could not stop reading it, over and over again. The Immortal. Kivus's only tangible hope. Jack and Chris had tried their hardest to come up with the spells required to send him back when they weren't busy with classes. But progress was slow, and Kivus still doubted the couple's ability to pull it off. The two professors did not seem to carry much faith in, but they were trying, and that was the biggest secret to success. Kivus just worried that their success would come too late, that he might no longer have a body to return to when they succeed. The 3 months of his suffering back on Earth just amounted to 7 days. It was already his 4th day here, which meant that over a month must have passed back. That scared him. He knew that it was likely too late for him already. The thought that this meeting could confirm that for him. Well, it made him not want to meet with the Immortal at all. But he had to meet him. What if he could actually send him home? He would like nothing better than to get back to his family.
Oh. Chris!
Jack's voice echoed out of his and Chris's room.
I can't find my quill. I'm grabbing one of yours.
Kivus turned to Chris, who was sitting at the kitchen counter, and watched how his eyes shot wide open. Chris jumped out of his seat, nearly dropping the sandwich he was still eating. "Whoa! Whoa!" he yelled, his mouth full and his words muffled. He then gulped down what he could and ran to his room. "Which one are you? No! Not that one!" Kivus rolled his eyes. Metaphorically, of course. He hadn't known the two for 4 days even. But he could tell how particular Chris could be about those quills of his. This was bound to end in disaster. Jack had picked up one of Chris's prized quills. Chris was positively furious about it. Kivus tuned out the lecture that the quill-loving Jeffrey spewed out.
This evening.
And found his gaze at the note again. He was frustrated. What did evening even mean here? This world had clocks, even if they split the day into 26 hours, so surely there must have been a way to be more. Kaivis flipped the note over, and then in an act of annoyance, he was sure to keep getting angrier and more impatient as long as he looked at that. Instead, he pulled out a book from the bookshelf and hovered it in front of him. A comprehensive history of Karia. It had become his go-to read over the last few days. He wasn't too interested in history, but he'd found out that he could no longer sleep, and this seemed like the most beginner-friendly book that he could find. He flipped it over to a page with a bookmark in it. Telekinesis came rather easily to him. Regularly pulling the book out of the bookshelf and flipping pages turned out to not be a bad practice. Unfortunately, he still couldn't figure out how to lift himself using it. He wasn't a living now, so shouldn't be possible.
A comprehensive history.
The naming scheme reminded him of. Wasn't the atlas named in a similar way? Kaivis looked back over to the bookcase. Was one of the atlases there? It looked like the answer was a no. Somewhere else in the house, then?
The immortal is an.
Kaivis found himself reading the flipped over. If he had eyes, they would likely have been twitching. He settled for a sigh. Well, as best as a knife could sigh. The sound of hurried footsteps. The sound of hurried footsteps stole his attention. Kaivis turned his vision to see Jack hurrying out of his room and making his way to the front door. He had one of Chris's quills in his hand. It wasn't the prized one that he had grabbed before, but judging from Chris's exasperated face, it was still quite valuable. "You better be careful with that!" Chris yelled, peeking out the door of the room.
And when I'm not?
What?
Oh. When I'm... Okay, sorry. Fucking hell, I read that wrong. When am I not? What?
That's.
Jack retorted and opened the door.
Wait, Jack!
Oh wait, no, that's you.
Me.
I saw a K and I like tunnel visioned. Kaivis yelled out. Jack winced in response and tried to cover his ears. The volume of coughs doesn't diminish of distance, Kaivis realized. To Jack, it must have felt like someone yelled right next to his ears.
Oops. Sorry.
Too bloody loud!
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Chris popped his head out to see what was going on, but he didn't say anything.
No need, it's just...
Jack winced in pain.
On second thought, I wouldn't mind that apology.
Sorry.
Kaivis apologized. Jack rubbed his eyes and nodded.
What did you want?
Oh, take me with you. Please.
Kaivis requested. Whenever he was not on his table, he was either with Chris or Jack in their classes. While nothing other than enchanting had his eye, and Jack certainly wouldn't be teaching enchanting today, Kaivis still thought he would be better there than he would be here with that note. Jack?
Where is it?
Fine.
That's Kaiv.
Kaivis was
Oh,
sent
wait.
gliding over to
Is that-
Jack's hand.
Fine.
Kaivis was sent gliding over to Jack's hand. Kaivis! Make sure he doesn't lose that quill! Chris called out behind them.
Oh, I'll buy you a new one if something happens, so quiet down already. What?
Jack replied before Kaivis could, then ducked out the door and closed it back. Kaivis couldn't help but smile a little at the two. Jack stuffed Kaivis into his pants. Belt.
Oh my
Pants.
oh!
Are you alright?
He then asked.
Huh?
I said, are you alright?
He repeated.
You've been out of it since that message. Are you nervous? Scared?
Sorry.
Are you coughing?
No.
Joseph, here's the thing. If you're not feeling well,
No, I can continue this. Yeah. Yeah.
Kaivis sighed.
It's scary.
It's scary, Dad.
Jack hummed in agreement.
I can imagine. Just the fact that there's a chance that I would be terrified.
Kaivis sighed.
It's more than just that.
He hadn't told the two about the time difference between the two worlds. Just the fact that he may be out of time entirely. Kaivis couldn't bring himself to disclose the information.
Let's not talk about this right now.
Oh, Jackie.
Alright.
Jack did not push the topic any further. Kaivis was glad about that. They walked in silence till Jack reached the end of the hallway. There, he took out his quill to open up the door. His quill, not Chris's. Chris's quill was still in his cloak.
But you said you lost your quill.
Kaivis noted.
I lied.
A small smile appeared on Jack's face. Kaivis shared a quizzical look with him.
Chris was scared today too.
Jack explained.
I didn't notice that.
Doubt?
My eyes just got lost. Kaivis admitted.
Of course you didn't.
The door opened. Jack headed out of the floor.
You were busy moping your own thing. What? It's moping around.
Kaivis furrowed his brows.
Then why take his quill?
I wanted to distract him somehow.
Jack looked proud of himself.
But by giving him something else to worry about?
Kaivis did not understand his logic.
It works for him.
Yeah.
You aren't very good at reassuring people, are you?
It works for him.
Jack just repeated himself.
But I still don't get it.
Somewhere down the staircase, Kaivis felt a mana pulse pass over. Searching for its source, he found a man in a green...
The janitor's robe.
The janitor's robes, snapping a little clay stick. Kaivis stared at it, perplexed, but seeing as nothing else happened after it, decided to ignore it. Haha! Plot twist, the staircase is the immortal.
Green is sus. Bleeding.
No.
That's scene, right? Oi.
I wish Kaivis would have been. I wish our knife boy would have been a little sassier or louder, but it's okay.
I'm so sorry for not being able to pull a more sassier gay dude.
I'm disappointed that he
Even
could
I
be
feel kind of
gayer.
disappointed.
Yes.
Oh, so you need me to suck cock every 5 minutes?
Look, no, not exactly. Look, wear knee-high socks and then you're perfect. Set and go.
No,
Bruh.
no.
Reviews first before your fetishes.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm back.
Nobody cares.
Welcome.
Okay,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Fridgeby. I do care. Not really.
thank you. Thank you, pretty boy. So,
Bold of me
everyone
to
have a
assume
nice
that I
week?
look attractive.
Well, to start with the reviews.
I need to go to the bathroom, so you guys.
Yeah.
I need to go. It's almost 4 a.m. I feel like passing out. Hesse, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you, Hesse. Also, don't tell Mako about this. I don't want to die yet.
I definitely want to.
Anyways, good night. Have a fun time,
Good night,
everyone.
man.
Night.
See ya.
Good night, Roku. Oh, he
Yes.
left.
Yeah, he went. So, we'll start off with reviews. Yay! Nobody else to give a review except for me. Wow. But, yeah, to start off,
Everyone left.
plot-wise, I can't really comment on that, Hesse. I'm sorry, but I don't really know what's going on currently in the meantime. Yeah, I really don't. But other than that, I said it a lot of times and I'll say it again. I like how the characters interact with each other, the dialogue between them and everything. I mean, I love that. It feels so natural yet so fun at the same time. Yeah. And also, I like how the chapter is paced at a the chapter is written at a pace where both narration and dialogue mix perfectly, which I don't, in my opinion at least, I don't see one being longer than the other, dialogue being longer than narration, so I feel like it's a perfect mix between them, which makes reading a chapter of Knife to Meet You just easy and natural, whether it's just silent reading or just reading out loud. So yeah, it's really good. I've enjoyed it once again.
Oh,
Sorry about. Anywho, Ioli, would you like to say anything?
I actually can't because I was away like half of the time. But from the
As expected.
no,
As
I was getting
expected.
some water, you know, and a food because I haven't had a dinner.
As expected.
But I don't know. I think the previous chapters were not like a lot more funnier than this one. It's like you know, in fingers.
I mean, I kind of expanded my funnier chapters beforehand.
Yeah. Okay. Then never mind me. I wanted to say that in fingers, you know, that I write a lot of set chapters, but in between then I have like take a deep breath, think about what the book is about, and think chapters like that. Like I call it thinking chapters because you can like relax and don't have an emotional roller coaster. So this chapter reminded me a lot about these relaxed chapters because it was like relax, don't talk about anything, just enjoy the book, and that was it. Like I can't say anything else about it because, you know, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Well, clap for Yoli for trying to give a review, although she wasn't paying attention. Great job.
Yes. Clappy, clappy, clap, clap.
Oh yeah, you're also unmuted. Would you like to say anything?
No,
Oh
not
no,
these
no, no, no.
things.
No, please.
What was that?
Not that again.
There was
That's the
random
gremlin from
holy
Mars.
voices. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Anyways,
It's like
Grimling. Grimling, would you like to say anything?
Actually, I wasn't listening.
oh.
Fine. Kobe, Monarch, Mukisa, Nipple, anyone,
No, no.
fucking
Who-
anybody, Hessie.
Who was
Hessie, would you like to
listening?
give a review?
Bro, I just
Hessie.
came back doing my projects.
Oh my fucking, nobody was here.
Wait.
Nobody was here.
Jojo. Let's read Pale as a review. The story flows naturally. It's easy to understand and the way they narrate the story is good. Plot twist, stick gun on a green rub the man is the immortal. Oh gosh. But yeah, I agree with Pale Twilight because like it was nice, relaxing chapter. It flowed nicely and it was as usual. You always give a good job with dialogues and like narrations. And this was the prime example. Never mind.
Lies. Alright, I'm back. Can I do my review?
Yeah, sure, go on.
Yes, please.
Alright.
We like
Hessie,
reviews.
Hessie, I actually admire your writing, I'll be honest. It's so easy to read. And I don't mean that to make it seem simple. Your writing is, like, complexity-wise, I have nothing. I'm just saying it's a much easier to absorb read, much easier to swallow. It's so... Like, now that we read this, I realize how... Like, I realized the flaws in my own chapter. It was just really a lot of fucking description. A lot of other stuff that probably did not need to be there. Like what you said. No, but really, it was... The dialogue was on point, and the pacing for them. Especially, I like the inclusion of Mo Bates, which is fucking... See, I never thought... See, if I had to write a line in which somebody is trying to say something, but they can't because their mouth was full, I would just make a brief comment about struggling muffled noises, desperate choking sounds, or something like that, as he tried to choke out an answer, or something like that. But I would not think of writing Mo Bates! And, like, how do I say this? This is written more humanely. Also, plot twist, the staircase is the immortal.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, the staircase is the immortal.
No,
found
actually...
that out. Oh my god.
Actually,
why?
double plot twist. The immortal is a stand user, and the staircase is a stand.
Oh yeah.
Please deny these accusations, sir.
No, the entire tower is a stand. The entire taller than the Burj Khalifa tower is the stand.
Bloody hell.
The planet is the stand. So what?
Oh my.
Alright. No, in general, the dialogue flows smoothly. Much easier to read, much easier to consume, much easier to shove down your throat. And I appreciate that. Also, there's a lot less words to look at in general. In better terms, a lot less fluff. So, thanks, Hessie, for writing. Yes, my chapter is pretty fluffy.
I like it after, man. I like it afters. I really like how you write.
It's okay, Hessie. Diplomacy has its place. No, but
Genuinely do though. I find my chapters to be a bit.
What did you say? You find your
I
chapters?
find my chapters to be a bit too bare bones. Quite a lot of times.
I could say maybe a bit more description. Maybe just a tiny bit more, but don't add much more, because your writing style functions just fine the way it is. It reads really well. It reads really well, even though you say it's bare bones. I don't know. Maybe I'm overcompensating for my lack of sheer amount of details I'm shoving at people. Maybe that's like my innate subconscious, like, shit, I'm not good at writing. Shove details at them so they won't. It's like you're walking someone through a burning building and you get them to focus on one painting that's intact so they don't realize the building is burning. That's my novel, I guess.
Oh yeah, you described it perfectly.
It's better than you think it is.
Generally, I have to say,
oh shit,
really good, smooth read. I loved it, as usual.
Thanks, man.
I wish I was that staircase so I could be stepped on by Jack.
Wow.
This is the first. Here's a fun fact. This is the first time in my life I've ever said I wanted to be stepped on by anybody. I've never been this degenerate.
No,
Lies.
I said this is the first time.
Shame on you, though. Shame on you for lying.
No, I've said lots of things, but I've never said step on me after before.
Lies.
Oh
No,
my God.
shame.
Wow.
I believe you.
No, don't believe me.
Oh my God.
Yoli. If you, I can write an entire book on every single thing thou said, and every single one and thing thou told to step on him.
For real?
He's that much of a perv. Yeah, I know. He says it a lot.
I decided to.
I do not say step on me.
Yeah.
I decided to believe him because I know that I've said it like twice in my whole life. So I was like, maybe he's the same, but obviously, Dao, you are far more naughty than I thought.
Did you think I was innocent?
No. I would never make that mistake. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Dao. What score did you get on that rice purity test again?
I took a rice purity test. Did I even take one?
What's the worst score? Like 0? He would left like 0.5.
I'm gonna take the rice purity test now.
No, don't go to it.
Why? Why? I'm doing it. I'm already here.
No.
This thing called literally rice purity test.
La 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 la.
Sorry, I was drinking.
Okay, should we all read the next?
Who's next actually?
Yeah, we should go on. Have you ever held hands romantically? Have you been on a date? Yes. Have you been in a relationship? No. Dance without leaving room for Jesus. What the fuck?
What?
Dance without leaving room for Jesus.
All of them.
If you're saying that I killed the dance floor, then yes. Kissed a non-family member? Yes. Kissed a non-family member on the lips? Yes. French kissed? Yes. French kiss in public? Yes.
Okay.
Kiss on the neck? Yes.
Okay.
Let the man
Brain,
speak.
you want to explain your book?
Let the man speak.
You know, there are some minors in here.
You're embarrassing your daughter now.
That is. Oh right. Yes.
Get to the
I'm
lower
scarring
questions,
her.
please.
I'm scaring her. Okay. I'm just gonna silently answer.
Just silently answer. She is minor, you know. She is scared because of you.
But please tell us your final score.
One at a time. One at a time, please.
Final score, please.
This is a podcast, guys.
Yeah, I'm taking it. Playing it.
I say you should do it after the podcast and just say it to them. Like, that would be annoying and like
Let the man do it now.
awkward silent. Who is speaking right now?
Making Ioli edit more things.
Oh, I'm actually not editing it.
Ioli.
Yeah.
Ioli, wasn't there a chapter 3 of your?
Oh, last time?
Yours coming?
Yeah, Ioli.
Yours, Ioli. We were gonna read chapter 3.
No, we weren't reading. Oh,
We even
okay.
have Chao and Yitian present.
Oh.
Because we read chapter 2, the Chao flex. Now we gotta do chapter 3.
Let me search up my own book, though.
Massage or been massaged? Yes.
Yoli.
Oh, yeah, remorse.
Yes.
Remorse.
Yes. Sure. No.
No. I thought so.
Yes. Yes.
Are we gonna?
Yes. Yes.
So, chapter 3 of my book. There is a narrator.
Yes.
I don't want to nearly
Engagement.
constantly
No.
hear you on the tape saying yes.
It will be.
Cheated on someone during a relationship. See, I was not in a relationship. Cheat with me. Does that count?
Yes.
Yes.
You on this test?
Yes.
It does.
Cheated on a significant other during a relationship. I'm gonna say no for this one. Purchase contract. I'm gonna stop reading them out.
Yeah, stop reading them out. And guys, give me a second. I need to see what characters I actually have in the chapter 3. The narrator Chao Yi-jian.
So, like, mid break. How's everybody doing? Ignore now. How's everybody doing?
I'll mute myself.
Headmaster.
So I'm
Please don't.
Oh, guys.
I'm doing
Hey, guys,
Thank you.
quiet.
A new person.
Yeah, Alice. Hello,
I've
Alice.
never been in a writing seminar. Hello, I've never been in a writing seminar before, so I don't know really how it works.
This is not a writing seminar. Can you let me speak
This is
to
not
her?
actually a writing seminar.
Okay, guys, one person.
Okay,
One
Jojo,
person.
explain.
Seminar, it's something we want to call a podcast. We gather up, we have a sheet where selected books are in, and we read them by selected readers who the authors select. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, then.
And this is not meant to be taken seriously for the most part. So yes.
Wow, you're dissing literally our own work right
Yeah, he is.
We voice act and narrate people's chapters, and after doing so, we try to bring life to the words on the page. Via our Lost, please. We try to give life to what we're reading. We try to do what the author wrote justice. And at the end of the reading of that chapter, we give reviews on the spot. Well, not reviews on Webnovel, but we verbally tell you feedback, hopefully constructive feedback, hopefully feedback that helps. That's generally our goal. And that's how we go about things.
Do it mostly every Saturdays.
And it's every Saturdays at about resets.
Can you hear me? No.
Shorter sessions? Because usually our sessions end up lasting 4 to 5 hours.
Oh my
something
god.
like that.
Yeah, usually 4.
And it's basically 5 sometimes, but usually 4 hours of like concentrating, etc., etc. It gets pretty tiring. And also for the fact that for Asians, who are usually 6 hours something ahead of us, this is a really AIDS time for them. It might be 3:14 a.m.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, it depends where you're in the world. I don't know every time.
Yeah. I mean, web novels is a very international, global thing, so I do get that.
Exactly. So, to accompany people of a time zone ahead of us, and for example, I'm in Europe. To accompany people who are ahead of us in time, we want to make it bi-weekly, where probably the other session is earlier in the day.
Oh. That sounds cool.
but we're still working on that. For now, sit back, relax, enjoy, and the general, if I may, the general etiquette here amongst what we hope are mature individuals is that when one person is speaking, I'm looking at literally everybody else here, we do our best not to interrupt. Normal manners and etiquette, like in real life.
Yeah.
We do our best, but sometimes it doesn't work.
We are
as
very
you
well
can hear.
mannered.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, but generally, when
I just
We are on the internet. It is a little more difficult to read the room.
that's why we try. Generally, when we're doing a reading, so if you scroll up in novel discussion, think of it as like a live stream chat. If you scroll up in novel discussion, you can see Yoli posted the roles already.
She's unverified.
Yeah, I don't have
Oh, my bad. Okay, never mind. So
I need to write a story first.
Wait. If she's unverified,
how did you unmute?
Other unverified can speak?
yeah, unverified can speak, but they can't post anything like right.
Can talk if they want.
Yeah.
Wait, so unverifieds can talk? They just choose.
Yes, they just mute themselves.
They. Wow. So every unverified has been alerted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Like me.
Wow.
Did the mod finally did it?
Thank you for thank you for saying hi, Sheena.
Yes, you are the first unverified to talk.
That's actually true.
In like our history.
That's so true.
I'm planning on getting verified soon because I do want to write a story.
Very nice.
Oh,
glad to
I'm
hear it.
also
Another
working
one
with
you
the
haven't
editors.
needed.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just working with the editors to make a comic with them. So I don't know. This is so random.
Ooh.
Sounds interesting.
Dude, DM me about it.
I look
I'm
forward.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing about your future progress. How that takes off.
Mine
I'm
For
probably
now-
gonna write right now while I listen to you guys talk and
Yeah.
do your little thing.
Yeah. If you don't intend on, like, for example, if no one chooses to be one of the voice actors, and you're not having your book read, it would be nice if you muted yourself to exclude background noise. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on push to talk. Don't worry.
Oh, perfect. Then just don't touch your keyboard. Throw it across the room.
That's
Out the
cute.
window.
Throw it.
Dow.
Yes. Why are you screaming my name?
What did you score?
Oh my gosh.
Damn it!
I'm halfway through. Why are you so curious? I mean, one of the best questions on this was more than 10 times in the one night.
Oh,
That's a hilarious
that was
question.
the one.
That is
My
not
goodness.
that easy to achieve. I had to say
More
no.
than 10 times in one night.
That is.
Oh.
You must really like.
Equally questionable.
You must really like that person then.
We get on with the book.
Yes, we do.
Alright.
So,
Alright.
narrator, me. Chow, me. Yitian, Joseph. Headmaster, Monarch. Teacher,
Teacher Chow.
Oh, it's...
You mean the teacher of Chow?
No.
Teacher
She
of
is
Chow?
Chow. Like her surname is Chow. But his name is Chow. That's confusing, I know.
Is she related?
No, he is Jin Chow.
Not Chafan.
No.
Not fried rice.
His surname is Jin, and her surname is Chow. So it's like two different.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Wait,
Hi,
isn't
Chow
she
Fan.
Chan?
She has like one line or two. I have no idea. I think one.
And also Nanajimi is also.
That's weird. I already see a typo. Teacher Chan.
Oh, it's
Teacher Chan.
It's Chan. It's Chan.
Teacher Chan.
Ah, then it's Chan.
Oh my
Don't mind me. Actually,
Teacher Chan.
I did a typo in the chat, not Chan.
Allow me to just put it.
No.
Yeah, allow me to put it in weeb terms, Sensei-chan.
Sensei-chan. Oh, yeah.
Like
No. It would be Chan Sensei. Chan Sensei.
Sensei Chan sounds way better.
Sensei-chan.
Sensei Chan.
Unverified can speak.
I'll say the full name in a weird way in her school.
All right, let's
All
go.
right.
We are going to be reading Love in a Mean World, chapter written by Yoli, chapter 3, Remorse. I'm the narrator. Yes, I am, as usual.
I
Monarch.
start now. Oh, what happened?
The headmaster asked, not very seriously, while looking at the two top scores in the exams.
What the heck happened that they are both here?
You're putting a lot of effort into this, Monarch. Really cool to you. The headmaster thought, and
I was
had
genuinely
problems
confused.
not to shake his head.
He fought with someone.
Sensei-chan.
Look at his hand. He has ripped skin and knuckles. He probably broke his thumb.
The sensei-chan said, and forcefully took Etienne's hand and showed it to all. The headmaster looked at Chao's ripped corner of his mouth and questioningly raised his brow. Chao shook his head, as in, we did nothing, and stayed quiet. But the headmaster was not satisfied with this.
Did you fight with him?
He gestured towards Chao. Yi Tian was not good. He was afraid that they would call his very, very Asian mother. He was afraid because he heard what they were saying when he was behind the door. That guy looked like he was... What?
Fear the Asian mothers.
That guy looked like he was some young master. He was so screwed. Today was the worst day ever. Right, wait, that's fucking me. No, he did not fight with me, Chao said, and there was obvious relief on Etienne's face. He punched me, Chao added, and Etienne knew he was fucked.
Yeah.
Even though he punched him, that jerk didn't have to tell them. I didn't even fight back. Chao hit his face again with an imagine. This fucker just ratted him out.
Bitch. Why did you punch him?
The headmaster looked shocked.
Oh my god, I just fucking lost the chat. Give me a sec, give me a sec.
It's
Give me a sec,
okay.
I lost the chat. I misclicked and... Ah, yes. Because I couldn't help myself. It was too cocky. You deserved it. I'm sorry for not delivering.
Yitian said after some delay, and finally showed some emotions. Chao was so fascinated with him, because it appeared that Yitian had some character beneath his destroyed and broken personality. He looked once more at his nemesis. He was a bit startled by the familiarity the guy had at the rooftop, but somehow he was interested. Yitian was broken beyond repair, but why not try to repair him? Chao was sitting there while the headmaster was giving a lecture and was being burned alive by his gaze. Yitian had such a murderous aura around him that Chao got excited. This man popped a boner. It had been a long time since or horny, and challenged by something else than games. He remembered all the scars and bruises the little guy had, and looked out from the window. He thought just for a few seconds, and then he talked to the headmaster. Uncle Headmaster, I have to admit something. I may not have hurt him physically, but I provoked him. I hurt him psychologically, and I deserve the punch. Everyone was staring at Chao. First to wake up was the headmaster, who started to lecture Chao.
I have no other choice than to temporarily expel you, both. We strictly prohibit fighting in our school, and you know it. Even though you are top scorers and this is your last year, I need to follow the procedures. You will be given notice for parents, and next week you will stay at home. I'm very disappointed that it's you two, just before your graduation ceremony. You may both get the fuck out of my office.
Oh my god.
That is brilliant. I like that. The headmaster gestured to them to go away, and they went. Chow looked pitifully at the little guy. He did not think the consequences would be this bad. He could only imagine what the mother of that little guy would do to him. It made him feel remorse.
Sorry.
Can I help you somehow? I'm sorry. I forgot about the repercussions for you. Chow reached out with his hand to handshake, but Yi Tian had different plans. He shoved it away and strode down the hall to the medical. These boots were made for a walk. Chow didn't expect that. He thought that this guy would accept his handshake, being the young master. He appeared subtle and calm, not an active volcano. He followed him to the medical. He stalked him to the medical office. The doctor did not know Chow or Yi Tian at all. Who be the doctor?
Oh,
Should it be
I
me?
forgot. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. Why do you have so many bruises? Do you do some sports?
The doctor asked curiously.
Something like that.
The little boy said and showed his hand. The doctor wanted to know more, but the boy was pretty distant, so he left it at that. It wasn't his problem. Chow was puzzled by this behavior. Why did nobody care about him? The little boy was cute. Interesting. Why did they let him suffer like this? He did not deserve it. He came closer, and when he heard an annoying sound from the boy, he chuckled in his thoughts. I'm Jin Chao. You are Wang Yitian, right? I will call you Yitian then. Sorry for before. I really regret it. He tried once again, with no success. Up there on the rooftop, he wasn't interested in some random guy. Everyone wanted to be friends with him and use him for money or early access to the game. But this Wang Yitian was obviously different. And Chow liked it. He found him fresh.
Get the hell away from me. I'm not myself anymore. I don't want to be like my mother.
Yitian said, near crying when the doctor left them there. And Chow understood why he was so shocked by his anger outburst. He thought he was following the footsteps of his parents. He came a bit closer to him, not knowing why he had the urge to calm him, but Yitian did not want it. He jumped down from the examination. He just shouted back. He just shouted back words that hurt. He just shouted back words that hurt Chow a lot.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Let's get up. Leave me alone! I never want to see you again!
Ooh, nice. Scene transition.
I don't want to see you again.
Just go.
Oh,
Are you okay, Joseph?
he's dying.
Yo, he just left.
Yeah, I think he was
I hope
coughing
he's
too
okay.
much.
He wasn't well enough to really be here in the first place.
Let's.
Yeah, he should have just chilled.
I don't want to see you again.
His childhood friend shouted this at him.
You're a killer. She died because of you.
That wasn't true. Or was it? He wasn't a killer.
Chaw, honey, run.
Someone screamed. Bang! Hotness. Pain. So much pain. Sorrow. Chow woke up because of the nightmare he had. He sat up quickly, breathing heavily. Sweat rolled down his temples. His memories were haunting him. After the words he heard from Yi Tian, he had no choice. He pulled his knees up against his torso and swung back and forth, calming himself down. Tears rolled down his cheeks, and he couldn't help it. It was back. His past was there to haunt him. End of chapter.
Yay!
That was great.
I still don't understand why you don't like your book being read here. It's very nice.
Because I have many mistakes in there.
Yeah,
Other
like
than
King.
mine.
I was kidding.
Yeah, other than Sensei-chan, the best girl. Other than best girl Sensei-chan, and other very minor errors, don't take away from what's happening at all. It's just minor errors due to language mix-ups, whatever. Doesn't matter. The contents of the story is fucking gripping. What do the rest of you say? I was pretty fucking absorbed into this.
Sounds alright.
Monarch, you say everything is alright.
Alright!
It's okay, Monarch. Your reviews are all.
Yes, my view. Okay, you cut off there.
Yeah, you cut
Your
off.
reviews are alright as well.
Yes, my reviews are alright.
Alright.
Anyways.
Anyone else have any comments to give? I'm not done yet, Yoli, but I'm just giving other people time to speak.
It's okay.
Oh my god. One says it's alright, the other one says it's okay. Good night, guys. Tell Dao that if he does another chapter, I'm gonna be in his hair. What? This is so random.
Oh, what the fuck?
What is he on about?
That sounds a little weird.
That is.
Yes.
I don't know what he's on about. Oh, hell. Hey, welcome back. Alright.
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 Okay, then.
Alright!
Back to my.
Alright.
Back to my scuffed review since everyone is like fucking silent.
Yeah.
And Ryan has been deafened for fuck knows how long.
Mm.
I don't do reviews anyway. What do you mean?
Yes, and go back to being muted.
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I could maybe, in theory, if you let me, correct some stuff. Okay, proofread one time, and maybe show you like what things could be improved. Other than that, this chapter is just fine. I mean,
Yeah, no errors.
one thing I want to bring to attention: I have no other choice than to temporarily expel you. That would be a suspension, not expelling. To expel somebody is to fully kick them out of school.
Oh.
To suspend them is to sort of ban them from coming to school for a period of time, like a day, 2 days, a week, a year, their life. Oh wait, that would be expelling.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Other than that, like, it just needs one more go by, and don't take offense when I say this, someone a bit more knowledgeable in English, like for every chapter. There should be a final, for you to be satisfied with it, I think. You would need one more person to go through it, like as your final proofread. After you are done and you think it's fine, maybe having one more person to go through it would be the cherry on the cake that you might need to feel like it's correct enough to post.
For me, it's...
Please tell me if I'm wrong.
Actually, I would need like 3 more persons to feel comfortable with it. I'm too nitpicky, and I can't look at the chapter the second time because I would rewrite it over and over again because I wouldn't be satisfied with it at all. Like when I was reading this chapter right now, I was like, fuck this shit. Oh, this should be different, and now he's different, and so on. So, but yeah, you are basically right, but not right at the same time. But I agree with you. Always laughing with.
But you also disagree.
But yeah, I would need more person. Like here from more
Okay,
person.
so you agree? You just want more people to be there as your. Please make sure my work is not garbage. Thank you.
Yeah. That's exactly. That's it.
No, but I mean, other than that, other than need between infinity more people
you
to
cut off.
do a final proofread on your chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cut off.
Fuck. Other than needing anywhere between 1 to infinity more people to do a final proofread of your chapter, there's nothing wrong with them. It's gripping as it is. It's. How do I say this? I didn't even. When we got to the end, I was kind of sad that there wasn't any. I mean, there's still next chapter.
You were kind
but
of
I hope
sad
you
of
get
what?
what I mean.
You cut off again.
I was sad because there. I was sad because there wasn't any more in that chapter. I was thinking, oh, I want to read more.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so nice.
I mean, the
What's
next chapter. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. The next chapter is right there, but very momentarily, before my logic kicked in. I was just like, aw, it's over.
Oh.
So that's a good sign, I would say. Oh, look, Brenno's lurking. Also, you finally arrived. Welcome.
Yay. Thank you for that.
Does anybody else have any productive things to say about... I'm sorry, but I need to make this joke.
Which joke? I think no one, like people that are not European, won't get that one. I'm not sure.
No, I had Kinder Bueno in Singapore.
They have? That's awesome.
Yeah, I ate it so much as a kid. I was numbing that shit so much, I got fat. I was a chubby boy.
I thought it's only in Europe.
No.
That was good fun.
The chocolate?
Kinder Bueno, yeah. I mean Kinder Bueno. Kinder Bueno. We're eating Brenno's children. Oh
no!
Oh, that's fucked up.
No, God.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay.
You got fat from eating his children. How many did you eat?
All of them.
Poor Brenno.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say one thing. I think that more of the 2 and more languages have this problem. But my writing chapters, it's like, oh, do I know this word in English? Oh, I can't remember. Let's go to the translator and let's just find the similar word that's you want to say. So I really appreciate you saying that expel is suspended, because I think I meant suspended, but I couldn't remember it. So thanks.
This is
Yoli?
a wholesome moment right now.
I hope so. Yoli, I am okay with being a person. I am not 3 people, but I am 1. I am but a man. But I'm willing to give your chapters a brief glance over, as a final proofread. Just to make sure, there's not too many STIs sticking up.
The thing is, I really appreciate it, but I feel like it would be border for you because you're busy. I know you are saying
I'm telling you when I can manage. Or might. But you're gonna have to contact me and be like, hey, do you have time for to do a chapter? And I'm like, either yes or no. If it's yes, you send it. If it's no, you send it, but I'll do it later. It's as simple as that. I'm a simple guy. Now let's keep going.
Yeah,
right?
let's keep going. Okay.
Right.
Whose chapter was the next one? Whose book?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan.
So the question is, do you want the goose or a serious book?
What? Shh. Lost? What you said, Ryan?
I'll give you the goose.
Oh, goose.
The goose with the Glock.
Goose with the Glock.
Oh god.
It's a meme.
How many rolls are there?
Just the name of the chapter.
There's like
Squawk.
Yeah.
I think there's
Oh great. Rimuru, alright.
there you go.
Mess with the flock.
Tall guy,
You
short
get
guy,
the-
goose, guards. Tall guy, short guy, 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 goose, guards.
We seriously
Actually, nice rapping.
Are all the gods played by one person?
The goose has a deep voice, by the way.
Oh my god.
You can do it yourself.
So you're doing it.
Should I do it? Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, you have a deeper voice than me, so it's basically...
I'll do the goose.
Unless we make Monarch deep voice extraordinaire.
I don't
Do
have
it.
voice.
My point. What do you mean, bro? That was so deep. I didn't even.
That was not.
Whale. It's a good thing my DNA is 3. Otherwise, I would not have heard you.
You cut off.
Again.
You know what I'm saying? Monarch's voice is so low. If my DNA wasn't 3% whale, I would not have.
Whales?
Why whale?
But whales have high-pitched voice, don't they? Like.
What should we do now?
What is that?
Okay, enough. So, Ryan, I assume you're narrating.
Should I narrate?
Because I'm sure a troll novel like this, you have a.
There isn't much narration, I don't think. I think most of this. Oh, actually, not
Literally
this.
me looking at narration.
Me too.
Yeah, no.
I was like, huh?
Well, I don't think there's.
I wrote this like a year ago, don't blame me.
So, Ryan, how about you be narrator? You go with that?
Okay,
Alright,
okay,
tall
who's the
guy,
goose-
short
who's the
guy.
goose then?
Okay, tall guy, short guy, goose, gods. You can be the goose. You can
Why
be the goose
does
as well.
instantly spawn a meme?
I'm a meme machine. I drink the memes. I eat the memes. I sleep the memes. I breathe the memes.
Yeah.
I shit the memes. I am the memes.
Yes.
I kidnap the memes. I molest the memes.
Down. Down.
You want the memes?
Yes.
Elude the memes.
Oh no, I gotta
You
stop.
what?
Honestly,
We're gonna get copier.
You've been getting off topic.
Wait, lost. 1 sec. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that I like drifted off my focus because I was doing something, and I had no idea that you were the one talking. You change your voice so much. Like, I hate you for that.
I do not know what you are talking about. I am speaking
Stop that.
absolutely normally.
Stop that.
What do you mean? Why are you so against that?
Because it sounds so weird.
Why do you hate me? I am.
It makes me shiver.
I am.
Because.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
so-
go. We will talk later.
Rolls. Tall guy, short guy, goose, gods. Goose is Ryan. Narrator is also Ryan. We need some guards. Who's some guards?
Like how
One
many?
person?
I was born in the gods.
Yeah, you could be guards.
Okay, now we need a tall guy, short guy. So, who's gonna be tall? Monarch, you sound
Short
like a tall guy.
I'm
Monarch.
not tall.
Short guy.
Oh.
Okay, so do you wanna be short guy?
All
Are
right.
there many lines?
I don't know. Ask Ryan.
There's a lot of lines, I think.
Bloody hell.
I can be short guy, and Monarch can be tall guy.
All right.
And I'm the goose.
Okay, so
Which
now
is
we've
canon.
got tall guy, short guy, goose, god. So I am.
Fucking love that.
I need to. I'm just gonna quickly write down the rules for our eyeballs.
Fucking hell, boy.
Also, Eowyn, sorry about this before.
Joseph, you're back, are you okay?
Hello.
You didn't die? We
Are you
were
okay, man?
worried about you.
Joseph.
I was worried, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Sorry about that.
Joseph.
Don't say sorry, we were just worried.
Oh, so I mean, sorry for this mess late.
Bro, if you had to leave, you had to leave. It's all good, man.
Yeah. It's alright.
Keep here, but I'll be on the background.
Yeah, man. Just chill, take it easy, let your voice rest, let yourself rest, okay?
He sounds like he's dying.
Well, I forgot you. Wait.
Dow.
Yes, what?
Yes.
Dow.
Yes?
Dow.
What?
Have you done this test?
I've been fucking doing the podcast. What? I'll do it later.
Right,
I had it
well.
halfway done already. Hey, we're done. So, Ryan,
So we're
please
starting.
present your book and take it away.
Alright, we're going to be reading Goose with Glock because I couldn't come up with a better name. Chapter 1 Goose! Okay. Entry 1 The day it began. It was a day like any other. The sun was shining as birds chirped and gentle breezes blew. The sky up above was like it always was, a light blue color that could soothe even the most tired of souls. Indeed, a day like any other. A day in the capital city of Rimuru, where many people from around the world gathered to witness its splendor. Rimuru was a city built around a mountain, with a giant waterfall that seeped throughout the entirety of its space. Greenery grew all around and even on the buildings. It was not overgrown grass, but instead beautiful flowers and vines of different colors. Rimuru was hailed as the city of splendor, one blessed by Mother Earth and nature itself. It is here, in this very city, that our tale begins. ... Two men conversed in a dark alleyway during that very day. Okay, wait. I had a problem.
Yes.
I don't know
yes.
if this one's. I don't know if this one's the tall guy or the short guy.
Man of modest statures. Imagine someone reading your book better than you. And then the next
this is the short guy. Yeah, this is the short guy.
The man. That's why I said the man of modest stature spoke. The man opposite of him asked. He was quite tall. Okay, so tall guy, short guy, goose guy. How should I sound for the short guy? Should I sound like I'm in the
however you want. However you want.
Okay, so I was at the tavern, right? And I kid you not, there was this one guy who just entered while he did backflips and moved all around the tavern before disappearing into the outside streets.
A man of modest stature spoke. He showed no reservation for his appearance and stank of alcohol.
Oh, tall guy. Oh, monarch.
Seriously? Ha ha ha. That does sound like an interesting tale. What happened?
Why are you
The man
outside?
I mean, it kind of fits. The man opposite him asked. He was quite tall and missing a chunk of his hair.
I'm not sure. Everyone suddenly lost all their money and started chasing the guy.
The short guy laughed heartily.
That's one interesting dick thief there.
Dick?
I'm sorry, I can't talk.
That's one interesting dick there.
Where's this going? The other laughed as well. Amidst the sound of their laughs, there began a sudden noise. It was the noise of a small little feet flapping towards them. Who did that? Anyway.
Please
well, hello there, fine
you
gentlemen. May I have but a simple word with y'all? The deep voice of a man spoke. One might think of this person as a giant, son of impeccable strength, whom one would not want to trifle with. But instead, when the two men looked towards the direction of the voice, what did they see? It was a goose. Entry 2, the goose.
Oh, tall guy.
Fucking broken.
One
Hey, my
of his
matey,
dead.
I ain't seeing or hearing things, am I?
The tall man asked.
Nay, matey, that here be a talking goose.
The shorter man replied. Oi, did y'all's manner of speech just change? The goose asked. The two men merely gazed back at the goose, staring long enough for the goose to stare back at them. It was a white goose. Seemed normal now. However, there was one thing amiss with its appearance. There was a goddamn potato tied across its neck. The men then looked back to one another in bewilderment. Never before in their lives had they seen a goose with a potato necklace. Indeed, it was weird.
Oh, mighty goose of the great potato, what be thy wisdom?
The tall man asked jokingly, thinking he was too drunk to stick with reality. He was quite sober, though. Hey, listen here, matey. We can do this either the easy way or the hard way. The goose replied as it narrowed its eyes.
Midget!
All right.
Okay, Mr. Goose, let's hear it then. What's the easy way?
The short man asked. Y'all tell me what y'all been talking about. You tell me about this backflipping thief of yours, and I ain't gonna resort to the hard way. The goose replied.
What may be the hard way? Oh, great goose of potatology.
The tall man asked, scoffing at his opponent. A rookie mistake indeed. This, the goose replied. Suddenly out of nowhere, the goose moved its wing with a swift motion before pointing it towards the two men. They had no time to react before they saw the Glock 17 which the goose now held. Yes, this goose was packing heat.
The hell is that?
The tall man spoke before a thunderous sound exploded across the alleyways. His head was reduced to a pile of blood, stains and other brainy stuff. The short man, upon witnessing the scene, fell to his arse and shot himself promptly. He trembled in fear as the goose walked towards him with its mighty Glock 17. Now, I ain't gonna ask a second time, mister, the goose spoke.
Yes, I'll talk.
The man stuttered out as the gun was shoved right into his nose, pushing his head against the wall. Good, now tell me, the goose with a potato necklace spoke with a pause, before yelling out with a booming, demonic voice. Where are the damn breadcrumbs, motherfucker? Entry 3, the questioning.
Oh my.
The toy now?
The short man asked, confusion plastered all over his face. The goose then looked him dead in the eye. The breadcrumbs. I'm asking for the breadcrumbs. The goose said, pushing the gun with a bit of force in his face.
But didn't you ask about the thief?
The man asked with uncertainty. What thief? The goose asked in utter confusion.
The backflipping one.
We can make a remix out of this.
That's the plot. That's the idea.
You're actually doing very well on that. The short man replied, trembling as he stuttered. Huh. Alright, shit, the goose yelled, putting his wings over his head. He had forgotten his initial mission. The man stared at the goose blankly, wondering if he was to live after this next minute. My mans, where's be this thief? The goose asked, pointing the gun back into the man's face. This time shoving it into his mouth. Good luck, Tom.
I'm sorry, what?
Good luck. I have no idea how you're supposed to even read that.
1-6.
what's funny.
Huh.
Grevas Yigros Ashle.
Who was that? Who was that?
Or should I try speaking? Okay. Grevas Yigros Ashrank Terevagru. Atampre Anvet
It's like some kind of ancient magical
should I say it in French or should I say it in English?
Say it in French.
Grevra Gure Ashranktere Rue Camp Verre. This is because wait. H is sound in French. So ver lik dra girwind. Fuck. This is so weird in French. We don't pronounce H. H is like a fake news.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it says there was just a stranger who came in and out like the wind or something. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, my rice purity test. Nikisa.
What's this? So, should we continue?
Yep, go ahead.
The man barely said, albeit not in any human speech. He did indeed try, for it was his life that was at stake. Ah, I see. So aside from him coming and going as the wind, can you tell me any facial features? Maybe body characteristics? Clothes, even? The goose asked in the most normal voice it had used till now. As he did so, he removed the gun from the man's mouth, pulling a few teeth away with it.
Ew.
Ah, shit, that hurt.
The man yelled as he held onto his now bleeding mouth. Speak up, bitch boy, the goose said, shooting the man from the side to the right. Wait, what? Shooting the man from the side to the right. The sound once more roared like a thunder as the bullet passed by and through the short guy's nose, taking the nose with it.
Ah, my nose, my beautiful nose.
The man roared in utter agony. Ah, shucks, it looked more like a beetroot seed. You grow a new one, speak up already. The man, who had long since soaked himself, looked on in fear as tears slowly ran down his cheeks.
Damn it, I want to join the conversation.
You demonic goose!
He shrieked. Quack! The goose quacked in a gruff, deep tone.
But fine. I'll talk.
The man said.
My throat is dying, by the way.
I'm sorry.
How many more lines does this man have? How much longer? Whoa, this chapter.
Well, I think it's actually like 4 chapters in one.
Why are you like this?
It's 8. Wait,
Why are you a cunt?
It's 4 short chapters.
Here, see. I think he wore a straw hat and had black hair, shortish. Despite obviously being a man, his figure feminine, like an hourglass, but even more so. I'd wager that women would kill for such a.
The man said in a sad voice. I see. I thank thee for the info. The goose bowed and put his glove back to God knew where it held it. At that moment, a group arrived at the scene.
The what? Yes.
At the scene.
Brothers Christ! What is this horrifying?
One of the guards exclaimed as they looked at the bloodied, short man and the corpse of his friend.
Alright. Ah! Guard! Save me!
The man yelled as he stumbled in his feet, trying to run up to the guards who backed away from him. He stank like booze, shit, and piss. Why would anyone want to get near him? Not to mention he was bleeding all over and was missing a nose and quite a few teeth.
Ah! Get her away from me! You're not my type!
The guard yelled as he slammed his shield into the man, forcing him to the ground.
Guard! Please!
He pleaded the guards. Meanwhile, the goose simply sat back and looked at the scene.
What? No! Wait, fuck. Did you do this, you stinking pile of trash?
Another guard asked, pointing to the corpse.
What? No! It was all that goose! The ghost did it all! It took a weird metallic thing out of nowhere and threw thunder at us! Please kill it! Kill it before it's too late!
The short man yelled as the tears fell. The man looked at him in disbelief. Really? A goose did all of this? It was then that they turned around, back to the goose. They gazed at it long enough for it to gaze back at them. Sweat dripped down their foreheads as they prepared themselves for an unknown enemy. But then, quack! Entry 4. Wait, quack?
By the way, the echo is on the assumption that they're wearing helmets.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking from inside the helmet.
Guys, that's just a goose! What's that to fear?
One guard said,
Hey, yeah, you alright. What the hell were we thinking? Let's just take this guy in.
Another guy said,
What? No! The ghost! It was the ghost!
The bloody man yelled.
Say it to the judge.
Another guard said. The guards were now forcefully taking the man away, as the goose watched on innocently. But then, one of the guards turned around and spoke.
Did that goose just quack?
At those words, all the guards turned back, looking to the goose as if it were a duck. Awkward silence. Well, shit, my cover has been blown. The goose spoke.
That's Blix!
The guards yelled in unison in surprise. What the bloodied man had said was true. It was indeed an evil goose, if it could speak. The guards drew their swords, ready to take on this unknown threat. Once more drilled down their heads once more. There was a lot of once mores in that sentence.
Wait, that's an actual line.
Yeah.
Oh, goose.
Oh, hell no, I ain't dealing with this. Potato, initiate Operation Quack! The goose said, bring the guard's attention to the potato hanging over its neck. The potato didn't actually do anything, and another awkward silence ensued. Ah, right, it's just a potato. The goose said, prompting a cringe from the guards. They were quite thrown off by the words of the goose, and it was just what Goose had needed. The time to run up the wall in a flashy fashion.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah! The ghost is escaping!
The bloody man yelled, zapping them back into reality. Who could blame these poor men for such a reaction? They just saw a talking goose who had murdered a man and tortured another. By the time they realized, the goose was long gone and running over the rooftops. Another awkward silence ensued.
Uno segundo, por favor.
Sure.
Wait, why did I just...
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, so guys.
One guard spoke.
Yeah.
Another said in a questioning tone.
I think we should stop drinking during daytime hours.
He continued.
Yep. Yes. Definitely. Absolutely.
Everyone spoke in agreement.
Huh? So now what?
The bloodied man asked.
Oh, right. Well, you, my friend, are...
The guard replied.
What? For a while.
I can't do that voice anymore.
I'm sorry.
My
He
throat
roared
has
in
finally
protest.
given in.
For what?
He roared in protest.
For what? Murder, of course.
The guard replied once more. Silence before the yell.
It was that good.
What the fuck? The short, bloody man's shot was heard far and wide, albeit even with that confusion, he would still wind up serving in the Papyrian mines.
Paper
Yeah.
mines.
Yep, the Papyrian mines.
Now that was a pretty worthy chapter, my friend. I salute you for having published such an esteemed work.
I mean, I published it like 3 hours ago.
Impressive stuff, my friend.
Yeah.
You have truly outdone yourself today. You have made me feel an emotion I felt before. Disappointment.
Well, I wrote this when I was competing with random guy to make a funny story in a server, Discord server.
How is that a competition?
I mean, he wrote one about the mafia, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's it. Anyway, do you have an opinion for the good story?
I don't know what to say, man. I'm just really shook right now.
Oh.
I don't know what to say, man.
I think I broke though.
I just gotta say, it's
yeah.
I really set myself up with that voice.
You did great.
I like the guards, and I even made the third guard when they were all Indian, which you actually commented in one of the previous podcasts. Whenever you're reading my work and there's more than one character, you should just make the third one Indian. So I did that.
No, I said that for any book actually.
Okay.
When there's a third guy, just make him Indian. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this. My brain is broken, but I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Potato, and its lack of function, that was a really nice time. How do I say this? This book reads like a daydream.
It's more of a short story, honestly.
It reads like a daydream.
It kind of is. It was supposed to be like a story where you put members from the Discord server in it.
What?
Like, do you know Omayo Mo? I think he still is. Yeah, he's the thief. He was supposed to be the thief. That did the backflips. Yeah. Yeah, so there's that.
Omaewa Mo is a man with a very feminine hourglass figure. What?
He is. Haven't you seen him?
No.
He fucking is.
Wow. So is he a trap?
I mean, not really, but he just doing as fuck.
But it sounds like he has the makings of.
Probably. If you give him makeup. I think I just roasted him by accident.
You just what?
I think I just roasted him by accident.
Probably. Oh, it's okay. So, I don't know, man. This chapter's broke my brain a little bit. I feel like I've lost some brain cells that I'll never get back.
Yeah, that was the point of writing it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, all in all, I rate this a blackout.
Clock out of 10.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Alright. I hope that was satisfactory. I hope that was a satisfactory review.
I mean, you didn't even need to review it, it was a meme.
Honestly, I have nothing else to say. I can't say anything else.
Anyone else want to say something? I guess not.
Alright.
Maybe we broke everyone else.
Mine broke, man.
Mm-hmm.
The goose breaks your psyche.
The goose breaks your will to live.
You assume I'm living.
I'm confusion.
Bold of me to assume you are living.
Who is living?
Anyway, any other books?
No, too late.
What's late?
I think we're done for today.
Yeah. Give me a second, I will.
I think I broke that out too much.
You did. Dal, can you finish the podcast or like should it be? Can you finish it
I
so
don't
I
think you can function for the next week.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Alright. So thanks everybody for coming. It's been fucking WEPSI. Back at it again with these shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and see you next
Okay,
time.
you want to finish it?
Bye bye.